number 58 in a row, pumping, and a little bit of an Entropia universe, guys. We got a little bit of breaking news for you today. Some updates, some information, some community news. We got a new event that we're going to be announcing as well, which is going to be super short notice, kicking off here this Saturday in a couple days as well, that we're going to talk about. And just maybe, we can break a 5-digit ATH in HOF. We did get super lucky. I got a juiced big one the other day, just yesterday, last night, on some Flesh Rippers. So I'm grateful for that. Just under 10,000 yesterday came through big, so it was a nice juiced hit. So it was a good day, guys. It was a good day indeed. Let's rock and roll. What's good? What's up, man? Thank you, Spartacus. I appreciate it. Thank you, Zeus. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad to be back with you guys. What's good, Sev Nerd? How are you doing? What is up, boys? What is up? What is up? Community news. And maybe a TH for stream number 58. All right, we are pumping. What is up, DJ Planet? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Leola, as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. Just getting a few of these little posts up, getting the stream out there. Let's get those live and get going here as we get this pumping here. A little bit of pumping. Let's get going on that. Let's see what's good, Gred Hat. What is good, guys? News, maybe an ATH. Okay, that one's posted. That one is posted. Check. All right, we are good on those. The posts are up. Leola's wrapping on some Ares dailies. You love to see it. What is good, Acker? What is going on, guys? How is everybody doing? Glad to be back here with you guys for stream number 58 in a row. Yesterday was a good day, guys. Yesterday was a good day. I got a few updates for you. I got some community news to chat with you guys about. We have a new Minarch sponsored event that I'm going to announce and share with you guys today as well, that we're going to talk about. And we certainly got to take a look, guys. Look at the good luck number 2 on the board there, guys. Coming through with a 9,800 ped HOF on some mature Flesh Rippers out there in Cyrene. And Cyrene, has not been good to me. Cyrene, these Flesh Rippers have taken everything from me. So it is nice. It is nice to get just a little bit of good luck. It is nice, guys. It's nice to get a little bit of a hit. So, that worked out for us, guys. And we got that. Rick, Ninja Hunter, had a juiced Umbernoid. A monstrous 79,000. That is monster. Crystal Jan with a 5,300. And congratulations to Joshy, man. Joshy hitting 3,300, man. He needed that, dude. He needed that HOF. He's been on a little bit of a negative run as well. So it's been hurting him. So I'm happy for Joshy as well. A couple other homies and people here got it, guys. Image was able to hit on an 1,800. That's nothing for him. Dr. Zana got in some good hits, and there was some pretty big, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but there was some pretty big clicking going on yesterday. I saw tickets that were going, I saw some tickets that were running where shrapnel clicks, guys, not shrapnel, but EP clicks, explosive projectiles were skyrocketing on the market. So there were some pretty big hits. Welcome, Otero. Nice to see you. What is good back? Nice to see you. No, I am definitely not profitable on Flesh Rippers. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Not even close. But explosive projectiles were super high. And you guys may notice that, and you see it where that comes in and happens when you got some pretty big clickers. Solo was here pumping yesterday. He was doing some EP clicks as well. And he was pumping on them. He got an 87k hit, but he's all over the HOF board here on constructions. So I'm sure he was buying up explosive projectiles. Garfield was over. What is Garfield clicking? He was doing EPs. Solo is all over the board, absolutely dominating it. He, on his own, blew out the explosive projectile market. So we'll see if he continues clicking today. If he does, it'll be interesting. It definitely will be something to keep an eye on, guys, for everybody here, to get your nano cubes, get your EP clicks, and try to time it when you guys see these big monster gamblers that are out there clicking, and go ahead and get some juiced EP returns for yourselves, guys, when you can come out. In addition to some news, I don't know if you guys have read and if you've seen in the community servers, but something's going on. Something's going on. There's a lot more Shrap in the markets. So it is very interesting. I saw some people talking about Cyrene in the community Discord earlier. Not Cyrene, in NI. People were talking about NI and how there's less crystals that are being dropped and they're getting more Shrap. I did see that Socrates responded and he wasn't going to confirm anything on the loot front. Instead, he wasn't going to address if there was any changes to the loot dynamics and what's going on. But I can't but help but thinking, guys, back to the LAN event area that happened in Sweden a couple months ago, and he literally referenced how there was going to be changes to loot and different categories of loot to unlock additional MU that was going to really lean into DPP. It's one of the reasons why I've invested heavily in getting my DPP up, whether or not it's buying the Harlequin, buying Earthshock sets, doing whatever I can to increase my DPP to potentially lock a lot of MU. So it's been interesting. Is this the beginning of the changes in the loot dynamic system? Are we approaching loot 3.0? Are we going to roll into a big announcement Friday? Are we going to roll into Summer Mayhem? Is migration going to get started? I think it makes sense to wait till after the Legends event, but there's a lot going on and there's a lot squeezing in right now, guys, on what's kind of going on and what some of the updates are here and what's happening. So there's definitely a lot, and there's a few more things that happen as well. So it is big. And welcome, Dune. Enjoy the break, my man. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Welcome to the stream. We were just getting caught up on a little bit of news, guys, as well. Today is the 58th day streaming in a row. We got a juiced Hoff yesterday that was pretty nice, a 9800 Petter on Flesh Rippers that we were just chatting about. We reviewed the Hoff board. We saw that Solo was doing some monster Shrap clicks, EP
Happy
clicks.
Pride Month, honey.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Prime. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you, man. So we were just chatting about that. We were talking about a little bit about Next Island, of some reports about less crystals dropping, potentially more Shrap. So are we pivoting into Loot 3.0 days? Is this the changes that were referenced at the LAN event, leaning into DPP and potentially more hunting markup being on the horizon for all of us, guys? So maybe, who knows? I think we're going to see another update and something potentially coming out this Friday as well. So is it going to be the Mayhem? Is it going to be the Summer Mayhem event? Is it going to be migration? Is it going to be, more about Legends? What is it? It's unsure, but some things are on the horizon. Yeah, that is my ATH, Mad Fingers. That is my new ATH, my man. So I appreciate it, Lucky Luke. Absolutely. Thank you, Edgewise, my man. Dude, Flesh Rippers have taken a ton from me. You know, he has taken a ton. Flesh Rippers have been brutal to me. Absolutely brutal. So it's nice to get back a little bit as well. Mad Fingers is in the house. Did you get Codex? Yeah, did RT get Codex? Oh, I don't know about Rocktropia getting Codex yet. I think we might be still far away from Rocktropia. But if you are interested in Rocktropia Codex, and you definitely are going to want to rush to get those iron missions complete before the Codex comes, because once that Rocktropia Codex, actually goes online, then I think what's going to happen is those iron missions will go away. So it is an opportunity right now to do those iron missions if you haven't. I haven't done them yet, so it is on my list to get them done as well. Yuveltus, welcome. Ackers has been happening for years. Rick says, if and someone who hasn't stopped clicking gambles in 10 years, big jackpots seem to happen on the same day. Josh, you hitting the 3.3. It is coming in, dude. The peds and the loots are coming in for sure. So it has been interesting to see the loots coming in, guys. So it has been fun to watch some of the boys get hit and some of the loot come. I'm going to keep a close eye on the loot and how this goes. I hope I get more Shrap. So we shall see, guys. In additional news, guys, and I don't know if you guys saw the news, but I was on Twitter, guys, and I was browsing. Let me go to my Twitter feed, guys. And I don't know, but we got a new Twitter content creator, and who uses Twitter here? Was this fair to say? Are you guys a Twitter audience? Was that fair to say? Or are you guys not quite big Twitter people here? Who uses X? Who uses Twitter still? Yeah, and are you guys into it? What do you guys think? Let me show you guys what popped up on my feed. So check this out. Here, I'm browsing Twitter. And here I go and I look and I see a little tweet from Boxer. And Boxer tweets this out and he's like, hey, Image, add this to your Lost Excel. What the heck is this? I'm like, what the heck is this, Boxer? So I take a look and I'm looking. I'm like, bro, he got a juiced hit on Image. He got a hit on Image for 4,500 and Shrap with quite a bit of pills, which have markup as well. And he caught Image floating. Is that Image right here? I couldn't believe it. And then I was like, is this today? Is this active? So then I tweeted at him and I asked him, and he said that, he says, and I quote, hey, Christian, I can't say where it happened. And I asked him for a quote for today's news. And he says, I could say this. After he made a movie about me, it feels very satisfying indeed to wipe the smug look right off his face. I didn't know that they had some stuff going on, that those two, that Image and Boxer had a little bit of history. And so I was getting some question. I told him I'll cover it. I said, I'll cover it on today's stream. Would you like to provide a comment for the audience? And then he says, thanks, Christian. If I could say anything about my upload, it's that space has many stories of greed, regrets, and perhaps embarrassing memories for entropians. I'm not 101 for much one-on-one discussion, so don't feel that I'm being rude. Because, you know, look, I've been trying to get him to do an interview, and he's not saying so much that he's down to do an interview. At least not yet. And I was like, okay, no problem. You know, like, not for each their own, but I do appreciate the comment that he had. And that was on Twitter. And then I was like, okay, I saw that on Twitter. And then as I browse our community news and I was doing some research and I was looking around and I was checking it out, I came over to the PvP channel. And then this is where he posted it as well. Big comes in with a comment. Boxer hits him with the "you've underestimated my power." Hits Sune with a "stay mad." And then Image gives us a little bit of context of what happened. And Image says, yep, I clicked warp and I looked away. My bad. I don't keep Excel sheets though. GG's, you got me. And I can appreciate that. Listen, I like PvP. I like competing. I think that there's a place for it in the game. It's part of the mechanism in the game. If it exists, it exists. And I appreciated Image perspective on it. He was like, hey man, it is what it is out on the battlefield. And Boxer responded and says, well, since you can accept defeat like a champ, I guess we're all square. Image said I have zero hard feelings. This is a game for a reason and it's a feature. And I fucked up. Hey man, I could appreciate that perspective. I saluted it in the chat. I was like, you know, that's I like that. You know, that armor there, that honor that's there for the homies between the guys that are out there doing their thing, competing it out. And that's not a small hit. You're talking 4,500 Shrap hit. That's no light amount of Shrap. And then in pills, those pills had markup as well. That's not a small hit. Maybe for Image it is small. And there was no salt. Image gave him no salt. And look, people do like salt. They like to get that sometimes. And Image gave him none of that. Image said, "You're not going to get salt from me." And so that was interesting to see. I could respect and appreciate the perspective there. It seemed like bearing the hatchet, but I don't know what that video was. I did get a YouTube video linked to me. But I'm not sure quite what the historic context was there in the past. But it looks like according to those two gentlemen, that the hatchet has been buried per se of any beef. And I was like, okay, but I needed more of the story though. I was like, so I reached out to Image. And I asked Image for a little bit of context. I told him we were going to talk about it on stream, and Image was kind enough to share a little bit of his perspective. And he said, you know what? It was late night for him. It was midnight, and Image was warping to Cyrene, and he just emptied his inventory on Kali. Normally, he's very aware of it, and he's locked in, and he's paying attention. But today, or that last night when that happened, late at night, his wife came in at the same exact moment when he was warping. And I get that. I got my kids walking in on stream. My wife comes in on stream. You can get just distracted easy. And when you're so used to the cadence of warping and it's like that animation, it just kind of sends you into warp. And he was saying goodnight. And he was saying goodnight to them. Took his hands off the keyboard. And then he never saw the mine. So he came back. And he was in the space station. And that was what happened to him. And he came back, and that's where it got. The background context he gave me is that he warps all the time. This is a bit rare. It's not a normal thing for him. And he's normally warping. And he got caught slipping this time a little bit. But if it was if it was a little bit earlier, he said it could have been way worse. So it looks like in his mind, it worked out for him. And that was that. And he actually did have he had complimentary things to say about Boxer's PvP prowess and his ability to be an effective fighter in space, which I haven't done much PvP combat in space. So one time I had like a quad that was trying to fight me on my way to Monria, and I was going to go fight him, and I was going to do my thing. That fight didn't end up happening. So the guy ran away. He ran away, and he ran back to the space station. So that was interesting to see in that moment there. But I haven't done much PvP. So Image referenced a little bit of Boxer's ability to be an effective fighter with movement in space, targeting, and I'd love to be able to test that and get some context into what actual space PvP looks like, and it's a little unclear. For context, Image does fly in a Equus, an EQQU Equus that he has, and that was interesting to see that fight, because I don't know how what is it called? The Equus, how does that match up against a quad? And I was curious from a firepower, and I was curious from an SI standpoint. What would that fight look like if Image was able to fight back against Boxer and for his ship, and what's his ship advantage? Because I understand like the Pathfinders and the Prospectors, they got a lot of SI. So if you got like 40,000 SI, these guys got to shoot a ton of ped into you. And it may not be worthwhile or practical, and they can't really kill some big ships in time. So that's a little bit of the context today on that little bit of news that I thought was interesting between the guys who ended up duking it out. Let's get caught up on the chat a little bit with you guys, and let's take a look there, and let's get caught up. So let's see. Oh, we're on this side. Let me go on this side. Father, help me. One sec, guys. Gotta get the RDI. I'll start it off here. Okie dokie. Let's see. Getting caught up on the chat is Leela's got to figure out where you're at on your iron missions. No worries there, guys. There was a question about the YouTube. Let me, guys, post you. I did start the interview upload process, guys, with the interview series with Rusty's interview. Here's the link to the YouTube. So, guys, subscribe to the YouTube. Check out the video. I would appreciate any engagements, comments, whatever you guys want to do. If you like the video, upvote and like the video. That helps push the algorithm. I messed up and I made it kid-friendly content originally, so that like killed the reach of the video. And it also disabled comments out of the gate, so that was kind of cringe. But I was able to fix that. I'm figuring out YouTube. I'm not a regular YouTube uploader, but I'm doing it more now. So I'm getting another interview uploaded right now, which is the Legends one. So yes, we found a little bit of loot. So we got that going. I didn't know Rocktropia had Kali codexes. I didn't know that. That's interesting, Dane. I did not know. Who plays Spartacus? No time for social media, huh? Let's see. Boxer land in hell. Oh, damn. Famous cigarette. Oh, Rick, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So Boxer lies about killing people in PvP. I did not know that. I did not know that. Let's take a look here. Don't go spreading rumors without definitive proof. I agree. Unless you got firsthand experience, you got to have firsthand experience, or you get some screenshots or some content. I think that is important. Let's see. No emotions in a ward zone. Indeed, Prime. Matchfinger said, when Boxer killed him, I only asked him if he had loot on it. What do you mean loot on him? You mean like loot on him? Dante says, when you get dunked like that, unless it's a bug, it's your fault. Yeah, you can easily get caught slipping in space, right? So like, you know, I think it's definitely something when you're just playing the game a lot, especially if you're tired at the end of the day, you're trying to get back, you're trying to warp back to your planet, you're trying to get your inventory cleared out, you're trying to get stuff on auction, you're trying to get it from point A to point B. Definitely something that can punish you. Yeah, that's what puts you off to space mining back. That's true, especially where we were yesterday. So we were out there space mining yesterday with Venture, with Rusty, and we were in lootable PvP. Fortunately, his ship was pretty juiced, so we were I felt pretty safe flying with him, and we had a ship full of people who could repair, multiple gunners. I think we would probably be okay, given how greedy we were. Lucky Luke says, I agree with Image. If you have a problem with pirates, just attract a gun, dogfight them. Ain't harder than that. Let's see. Right click to convert ammo. Yeah, Skeptic. That's a thing, man. When you're carrying strap, it's lootable. You can drop your strap. It's one of those things too. Like if you're paying attention and you get warp mind, right, you can obviously like panic. You could be like, yo, what the hell is going on? But definitely that's something you're going to want to do. You're going to want to convert strap if you have it on you. If you're a big enough avatar with enough health, you could pop like those Medistim to try to heal, to give yourself time to log out. I think we've seen videos of people doing that. I think you could also wear a specific type of armor to mitigate the damage that you take in space, to give you a little bit more time from a resistance standpoint. So I think there's some things you can do, especially if you knew you were going to get PvP combat. There's some things you can do. But if you're a normal traveler, I doubt you're going to go through all those steps. But I have seen videos of big avatars who were able to heal and Medistim up and actually log out in time, or give themselves time to not die in space to be lootable. Let's see. Zeus thinks PvP combat on the planet side is the way to go. Gamer pro tip: disregard maintenance, acquire ped. Yeah, definitely, Skeptic. It definitely creates a business for warp services, that's for sure, especially with the warp services ships that have a lot of SI that are bigger. It takes a lot of investment from pirates to try to blow these ships up, potentially multiple quads. But when you can do a safe log out as well and communicate in their Discord server, you're pretty safe. There's a little bit of comments regarding the concept of kidnapping. You know, kidnapping is pretty annoying. You know, what do we think about kidnapping? Is kidnapping exploitive? That's a good question. It is rough. Kidnapping is rough. That one's very rough. Like, I think in PvP, if you're in lootable, you know, that's war, that's combat, in my opinion. You got to be mindful of that, not to have stuff that can drop on you. If you get fucking kidnapped, that's rough, especially if you're effing, you know, and you get automatically brought into this ship and they take you out to lootable. I just couldn't even imagine like coming back to your avatar and like, you know, being like, what the frick, seeing that happen and being confused, especially if you're at the computer and you just like come back and all your your shit's gone. And imagine if you're effing on planet side and you think you're safe. if you think you're safe when you're doing it, and you could have a shit ton of stuff on you. You could have stacks of pills. You could have tens of thousands of strap on you. And like if you've been cycling for a long time, it could be fucking horrific. That could be a horrific death. Baldurn says he killed Boxer when he warped me night into Christmas Eve, and you looted him for 400. His Kismet broke, and your echoes had 2% HP, Baldurn? No way, dude. That is a juiced kill, Baldurn. I thanks for sharing that story, man. You were able to get Baldurn, dude, at only 2% HP. You were out there fighting for your life, dude. Were you nervous, Baldurn? Or your hands sweating? What did you have on you? If he would have got you, what would you have lost? And I can't believe you got 400 ped worth of stuff from Boxer. What, you know, like you would think that Boxer, if anybody would have good discipline of not having loot on you, especially when he knows he's PvPing, it would be him. So maybe, I guess maybe he just killed somebody. Like, is that what happened? Did he just kill somebody and then he work his way over there and like you happen to run into him right after the fact? So it's pretty crazy that
Primeton says, Chris, honey, people sell tissues for those who cry in PvP.
Got it, that right. You know, it's oh, thank you, Hammer. It is it is a little wild to see that Boxer gets caught slipping with loot. That's the frustrating thing too about Boxer and like PvP, is like you want to catch him, you want to get Boxer too. You know, like you want to kill him, and you want to be able, if you're gonna beat him in a fight and you're gonna be successful. Ideally, guys, we're on a 4. This is a 4 lab key roll. 5, guys, we're on a roll. 5 keys in a row, back to back. Oh, I think that was it. God damn it! As soon as I opened my mouth, we got cooked. I don't think I have any more keys. All right, that was nice though. I can't complain about that. That was like a 5 key run. That was pretty sick. I got some safe keys as well, guys. Like let's go ahead and open up some safes. Let's see if we can get lucky here on the jeweler, on the jewels. Let's see what we get. Let's open these up. And let's take a look here. It's attempting to repair it. Let's see. Triphase, a safe key. Garson. Triphase, safe key. What do we got? We got some pile of emeralds, which had 175% markup, and then diamonds. Diamonds don't really have as good of a markup. That's not as great, but it is a little bit better than it's been at 107.6 this week. Some friends need diamonds and stuff like that as well. Not a horrible thing to collect, not end of the world. We could definitely check on that. Yeah, Baldurn, I hope you give me more context then. Use a medfin to survive Boxer, says Shyman. 100%. Let's see. Looks like you guys are debating in the chat the whole concept of pirates and a little bit of risk with space PvP, comps to be conventional. Oh, Baldurn gives me a little bit more context. He says, alright, share your patience. All right, let's get going here to the middle. Let's take my pill so that I don't take this damage. Let's take the Medusa. Where's my mate Suki? Suki, join my team, Suki. If you're solo hunting, send me a message in game so I can invite you if you're solo hunting and down to join the global gang as usual, guys. Come in, my Suki. Thank you, my love. Okay, my buffs are running about 150%. We're good to go there. Speaking of image, he's constructing some gizmos, doing a little bit of crafting at the moment. See him globaling there. Let's take a look here. Oh, even screenshots are, Rick says even screenshots are split between, thank you very much, Laser. Even screenshots are purposely split between loot and names. For instance, to pretend AF kill with no loot and big loot. Really? I didn't know that. I did not know that the games were being played like that. I had no idea. Let's see. Oh, Image survived him before? I didn't know Image survived. I did not know that. So Image was successful with that. Interesting. I did not know that. Oh yeah, Thunderbird. Thunderbird is the armor set. That's right, Dane. Thunderbird is the one that that enables you to take less of the damage from space and being able to heal. That's exactly right. That is the armor that I remember people saying. That was the one I couldn't remember. Oh, it's also Zap. Skeptic says Zap and Electric if you have enough HP not to get critted. Yeah, a little ways that you can survive. Yes, sirree. Skeptic comes with a little clarity, and he said that per MA, it's not legal except they don't ban anybody. If MA, can you guys send me a screenshot of that? Did MA officially confirm that regarding kidnapping? Because then in that case, then it is exploitive. If MA said that this is something that they're not, that is against their rules, then it is officially against their rules, and in my opinion, that would be exploitive and predatory against the community if that's the case. If MA has taken a position against it, then that is official, and that's ultimately the rules that we get governed by, like in the community, regardless of like any of our individual penalties. If MA came out and said something, then they said that that's equivalent to saying it's not working as intended. So that pretty much ends it for me, and I would love to see a screenshot of that. So if anybody can send that to me, because it's tough for me to have an official opinion on that one. I don't like it, obviously. I think it's, you know, it's rough, but it's not as clear as being clearly in a PvP zone. So, you know, like, but if MA did say that, then MA said that, and I would like to be able to take a look. So we will check. Box the Pirate coming through with the first ever chatter in the stream. Is that you, Boxer? Is that you? Welcome. Welcome. Nice to meet you officially. My name's Christian. I go by Super. We stream every day. And I'm going to be covering some of your work and things that you're doing and some of your tweets on the stream as well. I'm going to be covering your gameplay, Boxer, and the work that you do on the PvP side of things. So it is going to be a staple. So I look forward to you one day being down for an interview. I want to do something different with you, Boxer. I want to, there's a lot of opinions on PvP. There's a lot of frustration in the community on PvP in space and pirating that you and others do. So I would like to do something a little bit different. When you are down for the interview, I would like to have a Boxer interview unchained. And what I mean by an unchained interview is that the chat are unleashed. They can say whatever they want. They can air their grievances out towards you, Boxer. Anybody that you've harmed and hurt, anybody you've taken anything from. And as long as it's not violating TOS and it's not crossing the lines of bigotry and some crazy, crazy comments that people shouldn't be saying that are clearly against TOS, I'd like the community to be able to air their grievances out and air their frustrations. And if you're down for it, then you can address those frustrations. But I would like to do an unchained interview with you, Boxer, when you are up for it and down for it, and let you face the community and the people that you pirate. So I think it'd be like a fun, unique, kind of different style of an interview. I think it's appropriate giving your style of gameplay as well, if you're down for it. But it would always, of course, it's up to you, man. So if you're down to kind of participate in it, but I think that it's interesting. So I'm gonna continue to cover your pirating work and what you do. So I'm keeping a close eye on your Twitter, man, and I will reporting on it as breaking news with your kills, man. So that's how it goes. So we will pump on that, and there's an open invite for you, and yeah. I see your comments, guys, regarding the X-Point stuff. Oh, Baldur, you're shitting your pants? It was your third ever warp, dude? Oh my god, Baldur, your third ever warp, dude? With your ship? I bet you were fucking stressing, mate. I bet you were stressing, dude. Oh, man. What happened? Did you realize what happened when you hit a warp mine? I mean, dude, for your third ever warp in your ship and you get fucking warp mined? That's pretty rough, dude. So what? I don't know what the what it looks like. So what does it actually look like when you hit a warp mine? When I was talking to Rusty yesterday, guys, and in that interview, we were talking about one of your professions and skills that play a factor in the whole warp mining thing. So it looked like one of these. I mean, I think it's your captain. I think it's your captain profession. This one here, I think, is a check that plays a factor based on the size of the warp mine. So the smaller the warp mines, there's a chance that you miss it. Balder says, you notice it right when you start the warp, you are mined since you see that you're landing in a red location. Oh, it happens right away. Yeah, good night, night, skeptic. Oh, man. Sorry, man. Yeah, it's normally my start time noon. Sometimes I go a little bit earlier. It's in the same way. I see. So very interesting there on the warp. Yeah, I never hit one, dude. So it's good to know that at least when it does happen, it happens at the beginning of your warp. So like you got to pay attention right when you're warping in the beginning part. So there it is. Just a little bit of context and a little bit of interesting information there. Can you damage ships using TT mining lasers? I don't know about that, Gred. I don't know if you can, dude. I don't know. Welcome, Kalimpo. Welcome. I will meet you at Fort Medusa, Kalimpo, as soon as I finish this quest. We're halfway through it, so probably another five minutes or so to kill these XH30s. And we will continue to pump on them. And we will see. Anything with electric will help you. Okay.
Wi-Fi's not good for me.
Okay.
The Wi-Fi's not so good.
What do you mean? Which network are you on? Gotta get my son's. Yeah, you're on the right Wi-Fi. Here, we'll turn off your phone and we'll turn it back on. Maybe your phone's overloaded. Do you not turn on? You not turn on like this? There you go. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I'm looking for definite statements on it for sure. Not vague. Skeptic over there watching content on the other on that other part of the screen. Yeah, let me know when you sent it. Did you DM me, Baldur? I don't think I have a DM from you. Let me know if you sent it. I don't think I have it. Yeah, I'm missing the big juiced SK. Yeah, no problem, dude, on the SK. I've been doing so many damn wave event bosses and getting absolutely destroyed in wave events. Been brutal. There goes Joshy in the house. Yeah, Joshy. We were talking about your Hoff a little bit earlier, man. It was nice to see you hit that, Joshy. Number 4 on the Hoff list. Joshy, the gamer, hitting 3,300 on a Kerberos Guardian, dude. Congrats. I know you needed that loot, Joshy. I know you needed that ped, brother. I know they've been taking it from you. They've been taking your peds. So congratulations, man. I'm happy for you, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, that Box the Pirate. I got 3 kids, my man. That's my oldest. That's my oldest son right there. He's a little gamer himself. So, yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun playing games and having him watch me stream and stuff like that. Oh, you're my kid. It's funny. My son's over there like, Dad's a streamer. Which kind of makes me cringe. Yeah. That is Shaman. That is our biggest Hoff, guys. This is our ATH. So 9,800 is our largest one, guys. So I'm global on a lot today. I saw that? So it's my best hop before that was only like 3,000. So we tripled our ATH, guys. So at 9,800, this is our new all-time best ATH here, guys. So it's pretty sick. Pretty sick to have. I'm probably cycling though, to be honest. I'm probably cycling like 300,000 to 400,000 ped a month at the moment. And I'm probably like, the truth is, guys, though, is I'm probably losing 30,000 ped a month though. So like, let's keep it real. So like, yeah, I got some loot, but I'm not special. So like, I'm not printing ped. I'm not making ped. Like, I'm not one of those avatars that are doing well like that. So it's nice to get an ATH, but that's not you know, I'm grateful. It's nice to see it for sure, and it's fun, but I am still very much like building my looter skills, you know, trying to level up my avatar to try to be more effective. So yeah. You get it, Shaman, dude. You get it, dude. Yo, that's when you got your 38,000, you were still done? Yeah, Dantane, exactly, dude. Exactly. It's like a monthly goddamn subscription, bro. 100%. 100%, dude. Contract to kill. Okay, we got a little bit more to go. Joshy with a streaming streak. Looking good there, Joshy. Keep racking up those Twitch viewer points, guys. So continue to rack them up, man. Thanks for being here in the stream, guys. Check out the channel point rewards. You can redeem some bonuses, some advantages, you know, invites to altar boss spawns, all that kind of stuff, my man. So you can definitely continue to rack it up, my man. Oh, I got a little. I mean, a little breakfast bowl. A little egg, a little bacon, potatoes, some cheese. Yeah, I want to put hot sauce on this. Ah, there it is, Joshy. There's your 3,200 SK. The boys got money back, Joshy. 3,200. Not bad for an SK. The question is, Joshy, ask anybody if they got blood. Ask in local chat, Joshy, if they got blood so I can buy the blood from them. The boys are battling it out real time in chat. This one's getting Zeus hot and heavy here. Come imagine a Boxer stream. Imagine Boxer live, interviewing it in real time. Imagine that. That shit was gonna be spicy! Juice losing 30k pad, time to eat well, shower. Hell yeah. I tried, man. I tried. Hey, how often do you guys take showers in the chat? One of my friends takes a shower every few days. He's a peak gamer. How often do you guys take showers? Who here has a record for the most amount of days between a shower? Who's here pride of how little they do a shower? Every day, you guys say, bro, no way. No way you guys are shocked. No way. No way. No way you guys are shocked right now that no way you guys are shocked that not everybody takes a shower every day. Come on, bro. No way you guys, surely you guys know that that is definitely the bro, it's the gamer life, mate. Oh yeah, let's do it, Clan Puff. Here, come follow me. Let's go to the storage. Single grade is shocked by this. You guys are shocked? Bro, it's like if you ever go to like a Super Smash Brothers tournament, they literally tell people to wear deodorant. And they remind people to take showers at Super Smash Brothers tournaments. It is very much a thing. Oh, Magic the Gathering's the same thing? Yeah, bro, it's not uncommon in gaming. It really isn't, guys. Not by any means is it uncommon. It's funny, you guys are shocked. You guys crack me up. You guys are sitting there. Oh, man. I got a little breakfast bowl, Neb. Welcome. Nice to see you, Neb. A little breakfast bowl. I'll buy these from you, Image. Let's do it, mate. I'll take out my Image's pills. Speaking of them, let's take this goddamn. Let's see, 127. All right, let's get going to space, guys. What do you guys think? Is it safe to spawn an altar? Is it safe to do an altar spawn on Eris? Is everything fixed? Is Eris running well, guys? Oh, I don't use the 1 hours, Nev. I use the 5 and the 10 hours. I'm not really a 1 hour buff kind of guy. That's kind of annoying. Like the 1 hours. I do like the longer ones. Oh, you got 3 improved catalysts. Hell yeah. There you go. Congrats, Joshy. Joshy, you're just making all kind of money now, huh? Yeah, Lucky Luke. But keep a secret, Lucky. Can you keep a secret, Lucky? God damn, bro. Yeah. No, thank you for asking, Nev. I do. I want the 5 and the 10 hours. I got more news for you guys as well. Oh wait, did I do Port Atlantis? Maybe we should go do the Port Atlantis AI and the special item. Wait, what the hell? Have a good stream. We are back. We are back. It looks like the frame rate is fixed, dude. Bro, honestly, I cooked myself. Honestly, I did this to myself. I'm 100% self-inflicted. Thank you. Oh, you came right back into an ad? Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Daily mission. Alrighty then. Remington Young Tuna. No, accept the daily mission. Can everybody see me now? Are we loaded up? Is everything working? I got all these like failed to send. I couldn't even send a Twitch message, dude. What the frick, dude? What is going on here? Let's see. Want to buy 10 tuna, order young and jet fin tuna. Yeah, okay, good, guys. Welcome back. Sorry about that. I literally cooked myself, and honestly, there's a small chance that happens again. I thought I was being smart. I thought I was being efficient and really productive by literally uploading. I'm like, oh, I'm back at the computer now. Let me get the rest of the videos uploaded for the YouTube. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna upload the Legends interview. GG's. I guess it makes sense. I literally cooked all of us. So my bad on that. What is this? Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. Wait, I'm wrong. Sorry. It's juvenile predator fish. Yeah, so like, yeah, dude, that was dumb of me. I should never do that again. These YouTube videos take so long to upload those sometimes that I'm like, I'm always playing. I'm always on the computer, but I guess I should just do it when I'm not streaming. So I guess I do it later. I'm on the computer all day, you know, so like, you know, it's like, but that was silly of me, honestly. I'm like figuring out the YouTube, like the whole YouTube thing. I posted the first video, comments were disabled because I put it in like, I checked the box at the YouTube interview. Imagine doing this. Imagine the mistake I made. I literally checked the interview with, I checked the box with Rusty that it was a freaking child-friendly video and interview. And I didn't realize like what I was doing. I thought it was like a rating system, but it literally flagged it as like child content, like Blippi or something. So it turned off the comments and it kills the reach. So I cooked myself on YouTube in the video, and it's Rusty. It's Rusty being Rusty in the stream. Next thing you know, like my poor kids are going to see that video thinking they're going to watch Blippi or Blue's Clues or something, and it's Rusty. So it's just like, sheesh. So that was a mistake, and I had to correct that one. So definitely getting up to date, definitely learning a little bit about the mistakes, and I'm figuring out the YouTube thing, guys. So bear with me. All right, we're gonna go to space. Let's go look for Boxer. Boxer, where are you, dude? Boxer, drop your paws to me, my man. It's time for me to get vengeance for the community. I will be your champion. Where are you, Boxer? I will avenge you guys. I will have your back. What do you mean I'm gonna get looted, JC? What the heck, bro? You don't believe I could win the fight? Come on, man. Where are you, Boxer? I'm looking for you. Send me your paws right now, Boxer. Boxer. Where are you? Send me your paws. Come on, Boxer. I'm gonna come get you, mate. I'm gonna hunt him down. I'm going with loot. I have no fear. I have no fear. Boxer says it doesn't work like that, bro. Hey, nobody believes in me that I can win the fight? Not a single one of you? Come on, guys. Once again, I got no support out here. That's crazy. Boxer, what kind of chance do you think I have to beat you in a fight? What percentage chance, Boxer? Off stream, maybe? On stream, no? I know, he's stream sniping me, huh? Mutt says, no shade. No shade, but I suspect you have less experience at space PvP than Boxer does. You saw me trying to use my cursor for the freaking mining? I know, bro, you're right. Oh my god, Boxer, dude, don't be 0.00001. That shit is crazy, Boxer. That is crazy, dude. What kind of percentage chance is that? Not even a single 1%? How you gonna do that to me, Boxer, and disrespect me like that? That's crazy, Boxer. I'm gonna have to dedicate myself to finding you, Boxer. I'm gonna meet you out in space, mate. I'm gonna hunt you down, Boxer. 0.1? Not even 0.1. Oh yeah, put up a bet. If Boxer like puts up a bet, and we start like a little bounty bet with Boxer. I put a bounty system on Boxer's head. That would be fun. That's what I would want to do, Boxer. During the interview with you, what I would want to do, Boxer, is that I'm gonna put up a bounty on your head, Boxer, during the interview for every person that kills you, and then every person that you kill, I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you Ped. So like that's the deal, Boxer, is when you're ready for the interview, we're gonna do a bounty system. And during our interview, we're gonna be out in space. And every person you kill, I'm gonna pay you. What do you think? How much Ped's fair? What should I give you? Should I give you 100 Ped per person you kill? Is that fair? And then anybody who kills you, they get 100 Ped. Like, what would be fair? And we'll do that, and we'll make it a pirating event. But you gotta tell people, you gotta tell people roughly where you are. So like, we're gonna have to tell the community roughly your location, so that way people know where it is, and we can get maximum contact. Princess says the next question is, what percentage chance would Boxer have of beating you in Planet PvP? Oh, that is a great question. Boxer, you don't want to see me planet side. Ain't that right, Boxer? Ain't that right, huh? Ain't that right? That's Boxer. That's how Boxer's looking at home right now. He knows. He knows. He knows. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Hey, everybody. Everybody. Solo is back clicking EPs. Go watch the EP market. If you got nano cubes, convert them into explosive projectiles. Now is probably a good time to sell some EPs, guys. What's the market? I saw it. It was really high. What is it up to now? It was high yesterday. What is it today? What's good, Frank? What's good, Frank? You cleared your storage? Oh, hell yeah. Nanocube everything, huh? I'm down to interview Solo. Which one is he? Let's see. Does somebody link me? Does someone link me Solo? I don't think he's in the registry. I think he's got it disabled. Yeah, he's not in the registry. Somebody messaged me his name. I'll see if he's down for an interview. Use mail? What's this? Cut around Solo like this? How do I do it? How do I do it, Rick? What am I doing wrong? Spell the whole thing correctly? Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Alright, Solo Reese. There it is. Sent. Well, let me message him. Can I, Oh, then I can go like this. Okay, sick. There we go. We will see. We will see if he's ever down. I will work on that, guys. I will report back. We will see if we can make that happen. It would be fun to get somebody who with a gambling click style. I mentioned that the other day, guys, and you guys sent me some recommendations, so thanks for that. Somar with a double fish buy. Congratulations on redeeming your Twitch viewer points, Somar. Thanks for being in the stream. Thanks for hanging out, man. With us as well, man. We love to see it. Alright, whatever. I'll just kill these. Henry Baby Oxide sold his house for EP4s? Oh, shit. How did that play out for him? Did that work out? Yeah, it didn't, huh? It didn't? Damn. So Conrad Solo isn't down for an interview right now. So we'll see if we can get it later. He basically pays 60,000 USD per ATH. Oh God. Jeez. That's that makes my stomach turn. Oh man. He could have been like the Uber of Ubers. What is Avatar, huh? The amount he invested? 50 million ped cycle. Oh God. 50 million? I'm probably not even at, what's my cycle? I'm probably like 1.5 million cycle, maybe 50 million. Sheesh. Back says Henry was a good friend of mine. I once, when trolling, Iman will grab his GOP 34s and Perseus armor. Fucker towered on a level 13 next to me as well. Oh, it only counts globals. Oh shit, so wait. So he's 50 million in globals. So then that means he's probably way more. If he's 50 million in globals, then God, he's probably way higher for stuff that didn't global and how much he actually cycled. I wonder what he is. If he's 50 million in globals, what do you guys think his actual total cycle was? That includes non-globals. Oh man. He only does the gamble. Send it to me. I can link it. If you send it to me, I can link it. So you got 50k peds and gambles, the EPP4s. Over 250 million, it says Joshy. Deadly Souls thinks it's 150 mil. Solo Roadrunner? The person at Range Land? I'm down. Oh, I'm down for that. Did you send me? Oh, yeah. Let's... Yeah, here, let's see this. Hey, man. Hey, man. Just heard you arranged the lands. Are you down for a interview on stream? Alright, he's offline. But I think that is the Soul Roadrunner. Soul Roadrunner Firstborn, right? I just sent him in-game mail. Thanks for that, Legends. Thanks for that suggestion, guys. I'm down. I'm 100% down, especially because he organized the lands. I would love to get his story about the lands. I would love to hear about the transition of land areas. Oh, thanks for that, Baldur. Hell yeah. That's a great suggestion. I only have 113,000 in globals. Oh, dude. And okay, that's good perspective, where my cycle is at least 10 to 15x that. So then that's a good indicator. 10 to 15x from a loot return, like a total cycle based on my globals. So we can just 15x that. And if we 15x Solo's 50 million cycle, holy shit. That would be a ton. You'd be talking about 750 million total pet cycle. No way, really? Is that at all possible? Is that at all practical? I haven't interviewed Joshi. She got Space War? There goes Una. What are you doing out here, Una? There goes Una. Look at him. What's up, man? You just hit me with an ice chip, Una. What the heck was that? Don't make me come PvP you, Una. Don't make me come out there, buddy. Don't make me, Una. All right. That's another interview I'd like to do. I'd like to get Una. So you guys all work on Una. Get Alconberry to be down for it. I've really enjoyed getting to know Una and doing a little bit of business with him lately, so it's been nice working with him. We did an interview with Messi. What do you mean? We did an interview with Messi and we do Messi Mondays every Monday. Yeah. The Messi interview's getting uploaded as well. I got to get that online. I love that about the game, Prime. I love the diversity and the fact that I get to play with people from all around the world. I like that. I like that cultural variance and having the different people. It's in my Twitch VODs, but I'm gonna upload it, Frank, onto YouTube. So I'm gonna get all the interviews uploaded. We interviewed Messi, we interviewed Eve, we interviewed Socrates, we interviewed Nana, we interviewed Legends, we interviewed Rusty Venture. I think we got 6 interviews done so far, right, guys? Can anybody think of one that I'm missing? I hate to leave anybody out. I don't mean to do it intentionally, but I believe we have 6. Can you hand me a Red Bull, please?
Yes.
No. Hand me one. Yeah, it's wake me up. It is in. Hey, cheers. Cheers, wake me up. Cheers, buddy. Whose turn? Who is turn? I don't know who turn is. And you know this is literally a lot of the fun for me, guys. This is a ton of the fun for me, is getting to know all the players, their play style, their personalities, and their journeys. I love it. I love getting to know everybody. It is so much fun. Look at Zeus. Zeus is pissed, dude. Zeus is pissed. You guys pissed Zeus off, dude. He's in wave events screaming, dude. Zeus, dude. At least you're not banned, man. You're not banned. You're just timed out for a little bit of a cooldown, Zeus. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You'll be back, dude. You're not banned, mate. Hey, listen, I've been banning people. So I've been banning people from the stream, man. You're good, buddy. Chill, Zeus. Take it easy, man. I appreciate your help and your support, buddy. You're just a very passionate guy, Zeus. You just gotta take it easy a little bit, buddy. Just take it easy. It's all good, Zeus. It's all good. It's all good, mate. George, are you down for an interview, George? Are you down? I'm down to interview George if he's down. George? Let's see what George says. Go ahead, George. Are you down, George? I'm down to interview you. Let's do it. Let's do it right now, George. Right now, this second. Right now. There is no time like the present. It is up. Who would like to see the interview with George right now? Community. George, you have a request from the people. The people have spoken, George. Let's talk about some of the things that you have going on. Let's learn your story, George. Let's also see, and let's take a look, George, and let's talk about that gun that you want to sell. I think do you still want to sell the Glinting, George? Let's talk about the Glinting. Let's talk about why you think I should buy the Glinting over my BC80. You know, we got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it a little bit, George. You got Boxer over here trying to maintain the peace, bro, and coaching Zeus, bro. Look at that, dude. Boxer, that is the funny thing about you, right? Is like you're like in this chaos of PvP, and you got all this frustration from players and people that you kill, but somehow like you maintain your what's the right word to describe it? You maintain your composure. I actually do. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you can maintain your composure in the chaos. I like that. Yeah, that grace, coolness. I like that, you know, like the crashing out shit. That's what I liked about like Image today, right? Image maintained his composure. You know, he's like, hey man, it is what it is. You got me, GG's, you know? It's good. It's good to be able to maintain that shit. It would be fun. It would be fun to see if Image was like, yeah, I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna kill you, Boxer. That would be fun to see from Image. Imagine if Image decided to take it seriously and make it a priority. You know, that's a big time enemy. You know, like you go pick up a top avatar in the game as an enemy. That's a big deal, you know? So like it would be fun to see that. It would be fun to see like the feud and the storyline between people. Like I'm down. I want the smoke. Like let's do it, Boxer. I would love to have that with you. I would love to have this feud with you and like we can go back and forth and I'll hunt you and shit and I'll kill you. And I'll take all your loot, Boxer. It'll be great, bro. So let's box it up, dude. Let's box it up, Boxer. So it'd be sick. It would be fun. I wish that there was like a bit of that. Imagine if there was an other side, a protagonist and antagonist kind of relationship, and somebody hunted. Imagine if he hunted. If somebody was hunting him. Wouldn't it be cool? He shocked you, huh? He shocked you? See, man, that's why you gotta get to know people. People will surprise you sometimes. Sometimes you get surprised, you know? And sometimes people don't surprise you. Sometimes people are predictable with their behavior as well, you know? And you just kind of see it. Some people, they can't stay cool. They lose it. You know, you gotta crash out. You gotta stay cool. Be calculated, you know, get your revenge. So I hit up JBK. I tried to interview JBK. He's never responded to me. So I don't think he's interested at all. So I've tried multiple ways. So I think he's very intentionally ignoring me. So I would have liked to interview JBK. I want to interview all the top avatars. Any of the top contributors in our community, I want to interview. I didn't know. I didn't know they're best buds. I did not know that. Oh, speaking of the song, what else do we have here? Who's Forgo? I don't know who Forgo is. What's the story about Forgo? Is the most withdrawing? Ooh. Really? Look at all the different opinions. Look at all the different opinions, guys. You see why I got to interview everybody? Some of you love them. Some of you hate them. Can you guys not see my point of view? I want to tell the stories and I want to meet these people. It's crazy, man. I'm gonna develop my own opinions of people based on my interactions with them and how it is to work with them and get to know them and how they treat me and how I see them treat others. And that's kind of how I'm gonna develop my opinion. It's funny, like some people hate them, some people love them. But don't you get it? That also makes great content. You want that. You know the crazy thing is, think about all the avatars that no one would give a shit to hear from and have the story. Even the people that you hate. Just think about the people you hate. You know, like even then, people tune up to learn from the people that they hate. Even then. Exactly, Nev. Exactly. That's the thing on the content side of things, guys. And remember, I did reality TV. I've been here. I've been the other guy on the other end of things, of the other end of camera. And I put myself out there and I've seen it even from like a production standpoint. Like I've produced content before. I produced series. I've been on that. I produced events. And it's definitely been something I've done. And I think there's something to be said. Oh man. You want to interview an Uber who left? Oh, you know what? What's that? There's that husband and wife. There's that husband and wife relationship. They were selling out of the game. It was a husband and a wife, and he would buy extra double sets and things. You guys remember who he was? He was selling out a couple months ago. You guys remember who it is? Let's see. I kind of forget their name, but they're like a husband-wife thing. I forget. Well. Look who we have here. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Dr. George.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Can you hear me good?
I can hear you, man. Nice to formally meet you. It's our first time you and I had a chance to speak. We've done business together. We chatted in game and all of that. Yo, thanks, Granny, for the stream. For the raid. Thank you so much, Granny. I appreciate it, man. We're actually just kicking off, guys, an interview with Dr. George. George, what's good, man? How's it going, Doc?
Nice to meet you.
It's
going good.
Do you go by Doctor, or do you like to call George? What do you like? And explain the ing in the middle of your name. Dr. Ing? What is it?
Engineer. From engineer in Romanian is ing, because I was studying. I just finished the university as a robotics engineer. When I did my avatar, when I create my avatar, so I put the name.
Ah, so you're an engineer.
Yes.
Ah, very cool. So then you probably bring it, and I love to learn about. And actually, this is a good first question. So so you're Romanian, right?
Yes, I'm Romanian, but I don't live in Romania for about 20 years almost.
I see.
20.
Why did you move?
Because job opportunities.
Ah, I see, for work. Can you guys hear Dr. George okay, guys, on the stream? Can you guys hear him okay? Is it okay to have a little bit of the background music? Sometimes I intermute it. Are you guys okay with this? Let me turn my in-game audio off. That's annoying. Let me disable the shooting for sure. Can you guys hear him okay? Yeah, okay, you guys got him. It's okay, sufficient. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so you're an engineer, you're Romanian, but you haven't lived there for 20 years. You moved, that's what you do for trade, your work. When did you start the game, George? How long have you been playing?
So first time I think I started in 2006 or something like that, but don't have the first account anymore because I played just for a bit. I finished mentorship and I went to Fefoid. I got a global for like 270 ped. Then I saw everybody had a quad. I said, let's buy a quad. But back then they were very expensive, like was 200 ped a quad. And soon I finished the money, sold the quad, and said, this game is not for me. And
Really?
I put it on the side, yeah, because I had a lot of other games which I was playing back then. Lineage, Aeon,
Oh,
lot of ancestral games.
you were playing Lineage too?
Yeah, I did a lot of money in Lineage. When they start adding the S-grade weapons, I had one of the higher crafter and spoiler in the game, and I start crafting a lot of items, and I sold a lot of things there too. That's why I have an incline to games where you have the opportunity to make some money.
Yeah, it's interesting. Oh wait, can you confirm or deny? We have a very important question. Is it true? No way, Dr. George. Did Boxer kill you for 1,000 ped? No way, Dr. George. Say it ain't so.
He doesn't kill me. He killed someone who was warping with me. I was AFK warping, and he loot like some pills from me. But ask him how I kill him in PvP and loot 7,000 pet off in front of him after I killed him.
You did? Oh,
Yeah.
Boxer, is this true? Boxer, is this true, dude? Boxer, you can't tell just one side of the story, Boxer. You gotta give the whole story, Boxer. You cannot edit screenshots of loot. You gotta keep it straight. I don't know why I just did this. I don't know why I pulled all this shit in this room in Oblivitron.
Yeah, that's true. And I told it to my sock, and so I was FK because I have small kids, and
Yes.
he woke up. It was in the morning. I was warping from space mining or something like that, or I was going to space mine.
Yes.
And I pressed warp and I had to go because he cannot kill me if I'm at PC. He can kill my quad, but he can kill me.
Is he scared of you?
Boxer, I don't know. I don't really care too much
Oh yeah.
because he know I can kill him.
Yes.
He can kill me.
Yes.
It all depends of luck and crits, like in normal PvP.
I see. I see. Do you think he's good? Is he good at space PvP?
It does only that, so he's good. He have good aim, yeah.
I've been trying to wrap my brain around it. Like, what makes him good? Is it that he's getting AFK warpers? Is he getting the jump on players who don't have the weapons, or is he like tactfully capable and like actually?
A lot of people don't understand how this works, and
Okay.
he take advantage of when we have event on Cyrene, for example. When they are mechs there, it's event for Boxer also because he loots a lot of players. He take the pills, the juices.
Yes. All the skill juices and stuff. I remember seeing a collage, that picture that he posted. It was like 8 different screenshots that he had of all this different loot that he's collected.
I saw also he loot one friend of mine. He looted for 7,000 pet or something like that.
Oh my god.
There are a lot of bugs also.
Oh really?
Prime
in
Medman
space,
says
yeah.
Chris low-key trying to get intel on his
And you
opponent.
You know, if you try it every day, then you will succeed. So that's Boxer. He spent 12 hours a day in space and he will catch someone.
He's up there for 12 hours?
I think so.
I see. What? Okay, so he likes to usually be between Cyrene and Cali, right? That's his normal hunting grounds. Where to find him?
Yes, because that's where the people think they are safe and it's the fastest way to go with the quad. Everyone don't want to pay an extra fee for a warp.
Yes.
They get shut down.
Yeah, and there's not really as much of a reason to really go to Monria. It's not the same. What about the Monria flight?
Monria flight is a little bit safer. I don't think he take that route because there's not a lot of people going to Monria. And yeah, but on the other side, sometimes people hate him, but on the other side, it's also good that he keeps the warp system alive. So we have a hate-love relationship for him.
Yes, I see. I understand. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you've been playing again? You've been playing for what, 20 years now? Is that right?
No, I started like in 2014 again. I played for a bit.
Okay.
I also started like Messi after they closed Diablo 3 because I was making money from Diablo 3 also, and I was looking for options, and they said, "Oh, Entropia, let's try it again." And I tried it again. I deposited some good money,
Yes.
and then they changed the loot, and I was disappointed. I didn't had good results because I wasn't very high skilled back then. Then the Fen event came around, and I managed to buy a weak claw, a Fen claw, which has a little bit better efficiency compared to the items that were in game back then. And I start farming the Fen event for 3 months. I was doing only one mob to get the strong Argonaut claw. And in the last week of the event, I looted two. I looted one in the last week and one in the last day. And from there, I start to invest more. I bought a Great Claw. I start leveling. It was way harder than it is now.
Yes.
I had like months
How long were
to reach.
How long were you free to play?
I wasn't really free to play. I mean, I'm free to play because I already withdrew the money that I put in, but I never started as a free-to-play player because it's very hard and you lose a lot of time. In my opinion, it's not worth it. If you want to enjoy the game, it's better to start with a bigger capital, so you don't have to worry to sell everything nanocubes.
Yes. What was your first deposit? How big did you go? Or how much did you deposit like your first when you first got started?
I don't know. Back then, I think I deposited like 80,000 ped. Then I quit in 2019. I was losing because I didn't have the animal looter up, and I started selling the animal looter because it was very expensive back then. And I got the max level for Great Argonaut Claw, and I did the first migration, and I lost like 60-70k.
Just from cycling?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I still had a lot of armors. I bought a lot during Fen event. I bought the Fen Angel armor. I bought the claws.
Yeah.
Then I sold. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No.
A little bit of delay.
No. This is your interview. I'm glad to listen to you share. I'm sorry. I there is a little lag, so I don't know if you were stopping thinking, but please continue to elaborate. So then you sold what next? Where'd you go to next?
Then I was disappointed. I didn't have the looter level. It was just when they changed the looting system. We got loot 2.0.
Yes.
So I was losing a lot. Then I started to sell my items. I had like 350,000 pet from my items, but that was before COVID, and I sold like every item that I had for half of the price. 1 year later, COVID came and the price skyrocketed. But the problem was, those pets, I start doing Gizmo recycled. I lost like 300,000 pet.
What?
Then. Yeah.
You're a degenerate gambler too, George?
Sometimes.
Oh my goodness. I did not know this. So you've chipped out, you sold your items before the COVID rush, and you've been doing a lot of gamble clicks?
Yeah.
You are the first Romanian player I've talked to so far that does gamble clicks and who's had this journey.
Well, it's exciting sometimes. You're very happy when you win and very sad when you lose. So
okay, tell us about your wins. Tell us some good news. Tell us some wins that you've had in the game. Give us the good news of Dr. George.
When I got back, I started strong, and I in between, after I lost the first pet in 2019, I was also hacked because I changed the phone and I disabled my F2A, and somebody from Steam, I think I used the same email and password on another game. I don't know how I got hacked. It was my fault because I didn't had
what?
factor out rectification. I lost all my BPs back then, and that was also a lot of pet, like 70,000 pet, because I had a lot of 100 QR BPs for amps, for gizmos, and basically I came back in 2023 and I started butt naked.
Oh my goodness. You have been through a lot of pain in this game. Out of everybody I've interviewed so far, from what I've heard and learned, you've experienced some of the most pain. Actually, no. Actually, Artanis had a rough story as well that he shared with me, but he also dealt with some stuff. But I didn't realize you. Damn, you've been through that. How did that affect your passion for the game?
Well, it affected me because Mindar took no action. I had to take legal actions, but police could not do nothing about it because the money was transferred in Afghanistan or something like that.
Oh my god!
And the people who did it was so stupid. He TT everything, every blueprint, everything. He stole like 3,600 pet, but the blueprints was a gold mine compared to the trade terminal value. But he didn't know nothing about the game. So yeah, I lost all the blueprints. And then I don't know why I logged before Christmas, before Twen. I logged back in the game and I had some daily token gear. I think there was Christmas mayhem going on and I went in a small category and I hit a 10k off or something like that. And I knew they tried to lure me back.
Oh, that was the makeup Hoff. That was the welcome back Hoff.
Yeah.
Huh? Yes. Oh my goodness, dude. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that. Those are some serious.
I start pumping a lot of boxes. I hit depot limit in first month. 2 times I had to write an email to increase my depot limit. And I looted, there was the Christmas 2022
Yes.
ring. I looted like 2 of them, but I opened a lot of boxes.
Really? How many boxes are we talking about here?
20,000, 30,000.
Oh my goodness. It must be nice to be an engineer, huh?
No, I knew if I want to come back, I knew I had to skill and to come back strong and to get items, because you cannot, I mean, you can do it to play, but depends how much you value your time. If you want to have results like you, how long it will take you to reach these skill points that you have now. If you didn't chip in, if you didn't depot, it's a hard way.
Oh yeah, I mean it would be. I wouldn't play the game that way.
Yeah, and back then I didn't use skill pills. To be honest, I did not use skill pills. Only last year I start to use them because I think they were bugged before. You had to pay the skill also. I was testing it during 20 event. I was doing 10-hour cycles with 100% skill pills and without. And every time I was doing skill pills on the skilling mobs, I had like 5% less TT returns. And I said, that's not worth it. I mean, you skill faster, but if you lose so much, it's like you're buying the skills. And I stopped using them, but now I start using them back again, and it seemed they fix it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I pump a lot of head and money and time during 20 event. I bought like everything that was to buy, because you have to think about it. It was just after COVID. The prices were so high. One BC80 tier 10 was around 300,000 ped. And I could not find any weapon to buy at that time because everything was so expensive. I had to settle with an ambush tier 5. Then I start to do some more explosive. I hit a 34k
Oh shit. That's very nice.
When event came, yeah. It did a lot of drones. I was there for like 3 months non-stop, full pills, grinding and trying to loot something from 20 event, but I didn't loot any item. But at the end of the looting phase from 20 event, I hit a 43k drone. And that gave me confidence to start to invest even more and to buy a lot of items. I had everything from 20.
Speaking of, I'm looking at your ship right now. When did you buy
Yeah.
when did you get the Black Pearl?
I bought it during the event. I had some ad in the game and I had some friends which helped me, and I did this one and I was competing for the last one, but I reached to the other person who wanted to get a ship and I sold him off of the contracts. I don't know if the contracts or I forget the name, packages.
Oh,
So
when they first launched, when you had to convert them.
Yeah, I was on the way to make 2 ships, but we discussed it and it was a big risk for the last one, and I had half of the ship, the other person had half of the ship, and we reached an agreement and I traded my part to him and he got the last ship.
Really?
But it was very expensive and I was very pissed because also they delayed they told us they will give us the ships like in December, then they delayed for a few months, and I also had a Quad Equus ship, and I thought to be more special than it is right now, because the one disadvantage that this ship has, you cannot use attached guns, and attached guns are the highest damage for space mining, and I tried to push it, to change it, to let us use attached guns on Prospector ship also, but they don't want to listen, and it's a very big disappointment for everyone who have this ship. They don't want to listen. We tried to push it, we tried several times, we never died with support cases. They don't want to understand it, but that's life. I don't know what to say anymore.
Yes. Did you open up? Did you open up did you open up support tickets right when you got hacked originally?
I did open, yes, and they notified me that my account was locked from somewhere else. I was not playing at that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see. So you weren't even active, and that's why you couldn't catch it right away.
Yes. But he didn't know I still had like 3,000 ped left in auction house in the auctions that did not sell. He didn't knew how to get those down and sell them. But they had every log. They had the IP of the person who took the money. They could block the withdrawal from that person. I think they block it, but I never saw back any ped from that. Even the trade terminal value, which was like 3,600 ped or something like that.
Ah, I see. I was out here looking for Boxer. I was trying to see if I could find him, right, but he ran away from me when I was coming to Cyrene, man.
Funny thing, this week he had warp mines, but my captain level now is higher, and he got my friends. We were warping at the same time, and he told me I got stopped, but I didn't got stopped because now I'm higher than level. I'm almost 60, I think, captain, and I didn't got stopped by the warp mine. So that's working also, but I don't think it's working on the quad, on Equus or Firebird, because that's a limited. That's unlimited warp and is lower level than the limited warp. Something about the warp drive level also.
Yes.
If you use, for example, warp drive level 5, you cannot get out from warp if you use warp mine level 1.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But the warp level 5 is more expensive than the first one. So if you have a lot of pet with you, you can use a higher warp.
Hmm.
You won't get stopped.
Oh, Dune says that Equus can get warp mined.
Equus, yes, because it's the light version of the warp of the warp drive.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see how that works.
Oh.
Why does he say?
Basically-
Why does Boxer say you have a little SI? That you got a little itty bitty SI for your shit, like a little teeny weeny. As-
Because I wanted to sell it and I had very little SI for my ship. I was using it only to warp, but now it's the other way around.
Oh.
If you want, we can test it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, every prospector ship came with 500 SI. That was the standard, and I said I won't invest in my ship to raise the SI because they don't want to add attached weapons for mining. And yeah, I keep it like that for like months, some good months. I wanted to sell it, but I don't know if I really want to sell it or not.
So what are you selling right now? So what are you trying to move?
I had my glinting for sale, but as for my glinting, I spend a lot of money to sell it for the prices that are currently on the market. I basically bought it for 185,000 ped with tokens, in token price back then, because I had to pay a premium to get the tokens for glinting, because glinting was the first pull from the Unity. First was the LP70 Twen, because it had the highest efficiency in the game. Then we pulled the glintings, I think. And we still paid the premium for the tokens. There was only 3 glintings for pull, and I loved the gun. BC80 was very expensive back then. Glinting was also very expensive because the first 3 glintings that was looted were sold over 300k. One friend bought it for 350k, another one 320k, so it was a very expensive gun. And when I saw the opportunity that I could buy it cheaper, I bought it at around 185,000 ped. And I also spent like 75,000 ped in tires. So I don't see
Tears.
Yeah,
Okay.
tears, yeah.
Okay. Got it. And what is it that you love about this gun? This is even your picture on your profile. So like you seem to be in love with the glinting. So what is it? Much.
I had another picture, and I had the picture from glinting, and I put it for Spinac Queen when we did the runs, so people know it is. It's nothing. It's not that I love the gun. I love the gun because
you seem attracted to the gun.
It's very different. It's different than the BC80 because it has the highest shrapnel conversion rate. You can cycle with glinting for 110,000 ped, and you have to repair it for 3,000 ped only. So this adds up. If you cycle millions of peds per year, it always adds up, you know. And
yes.
It also have a perfect fit for amp. Overall, it's like 20% more damage than the BC80 at tier 10.
At tier 10, but yours is what? What is yours? Yeah. Isn't yours 7? What is yours right now?
Tier 9.7.
No, 9.7. Did you tier it up more?
Yeah.
Since we were talking about it, do you remember?
No, it was tier 9 back then.
Oh, it was?
Talk about it.
Okay.
But so it's from tier 9 to tier 10. It's a lot of cycle. I don't know why they made it so hard, but I think I did tier 9 last year for the Easter, and I cycled a lot of pets since then, and it's kicking so hard. I know. I think everyone who had to tire a weapon go to tier 9 to tier 10 know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, Dune talks about that. How long it's taken him to go from. I think it's on his. I'm thinking on his mod Nano. I think he's been working like 9 months or something, or almost a year, trying to tier up his mod Nano.
Yeah.
As well. So
There's
that
millions of ped to cycle to get it from 9 to 10.
yes. Okay, is that your
That's why
is that your favorite weapon in the game?
well, it was the best weapon before the stable, best range weapon almost, because in terms of DPS, efficiency, and DPP, it was one of the best with the range. But now we have stable, but stable is so hard to get, and before the amp, basically a tier 10 Glintic had same DPS as a tier 8 stable if you were using the Mayhem Delta. But now if you have a perfect fit amp for the stable, it will have more DPS. But it's very hard to get it because they made it, the loot system is work in such a way that the pool get refilled with 1-2 shards every 1-2 hours, and there are like 5 hunters and you have to split those chances to get those shards is just insane. And taking into account the prices for the weapons nowadays, I think it's too much to spend.
I see. And what's your opinion on the gun? What do you think about it?
It's a very nice gun, but they added some stats now, like the critical damage. I thought the critical damage worked only if you had the weapon, but it works only if you have another coat on top of that, and basically you get 1% critical damage, which is not much. If you have to replace your Regicheat coat, which have 5% critical damage.
Oh, did I lose you, George? Mic test. Oh, you still here?
I can hear you.
You
Yeah.
can hear me. Sorry, I'm just moving my loot for everybody so you guys can see the loot. Guys, I'm just doing speaking of AMP, I'm out here doing the Cyrene AMP grind quest at the moment while I'm talking to Dr. George. This is the stable AMP horn burned alpha portion of it. I got to kill 340,000 of these. What do you think a stable is worth, George, in today's market?
I don't want to say it because I don't want to offend anyone.
No, why would you be
There are a lot
why would you be offending anybody?
Well, I know you have to do some billions of pet cycle. Even if you put a 2% loss on the gun, you look at 200,000 pet almost.
Yeah, sure.
Is it the best option if you have so many other weapons for so cheap? And I'm looking from my perspective. If I start to do the gun now, I have some quests done, X and some other stuff. But if I start now, I'm looking for at least 6 to 1 year grind to get it. Then another 1 year to get it to tier 7 to tier 8, where you can start do a little bit of DPS. I mean, if I have a Glintic tier 10, I will need like 1.5 years or 2 years to get to same DPS. Indeed, it has better efficiency, better range, better DPP, but the next event, the 25 years event, is around the corner. I'm hoping that they will add something with more efficiency for level 200 plus, and then I will feel a change in my DPS. Because if you have to spend so much money and get only 10 to 20 DPS and some improvements, at the rate that the items depreciate, is not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's money that you could apply to cycling or buying investing in other systems in the game for marginal.
And a lot of high players are sad to see what happened last year with the pushing of so many new items from Mayhem vendor because we had a lot of. I had also 20 armor, 20 sights, 20% sight, unlimited sights. Then I sold them. I had 10% sights. I sold those also. I sold my resto chip. I sold my ecus. I sold a lot of things because I saw that the game took wrong direction. But now it's improving, and we still have hope.
Yes, yes. And you saw
It's going in a good direction.
we saw a Mon Nano hit the auction for 120K. What was that? Was it a tier 9 or tier 10 Mon Nano?
Tier 10. I think that's a steal, only because of the tires.
Yes, yeah, for sure, and the journey that it takes to get there.
For example, even if you bought a Mod Nano from Mayhem vendor, for 60k, which was the price of the tokens when they were tradable, and so there was luck involved to get the weapon, but not to mention the time. How much time you need to get to tier 10? When event was like 3 years ago, and my weapon is still not at tier 10.
Yes.
So that says a lot.
And
it's a lot of work.
When I compare it and I look at the DPP that a Mon Nano, a tier 10 Mon Nano allows you to have, and you compare it to the Umbernoid sword that Nana has, and you compare it to the stable, Mon Nano, I think, is like the second highest DPP. It's pretty high. So when you're comparing a tier 10 Mon Nano that you could get at 120k price point at the moment, I feel like that puts pressure on justifying the stable a bit more, potentially. Now, you're talking different gameplay, you're talking melee versus range, but still, with that price variance, how could you justify when a tier 10 Mon Nano is on auction or you can get it for 120? How could you justify paying above 200,000 for a stable that isn't even, it wouldn't even be tier 10? A tier 10 Mon Nano has a DPP of 4.17.
That's a problem because Mindark implemented like this. We lost a value on our items, but the cycle for stable is very high. I think we both try to get the stable that you're talking. I know which one you're talking about. I also speak with the seller to get it, but in some way I understand him. The price is not wrong because it's a lot of work to get it. Mindark, if it devaluates the other items, they should look also into stable to make it easier to get. Because the cycle right now, you lose a lot of ped. Even if you have 150 looter, it doesn't matter. Numbers speak for themselves.
Even if you, even if we know the work, right? We know the work that gets put in, and you know the value, and you gave like that 2% number based on losses to factor into the value of it. We know the cycle, we know what you have to go through. But with that being on the side, I'm just directly comparing it based on an alternative option in the market. Look at the screenshot I just sent you. Can you see that? Are you in front of your computer so you can look at Discord, or are you on your phone with Discord?
Yeah.
That's tier 10 fully buffed. Those are the tier 10 breakdowns on the weapons. You see the RDI blade, you see Keywork, stable, nano. Look at the number. At a stable, you have an efficiency of 91% and a DPP of 3.9. A Mon Nano, you're at 85% efficiency, so 6 less, but a 4.17 DPP. And I think we're seeing more and more of a shift to DPP being more and more important. And they announced that at the LAN event. Did you watch the LAN event stream that they did in Sweden?
Yes.
You saw what
you see. That's the point. As you have the Harlequin, you could use Harlequin with a stable gun, but you cannot use it with a Mod Nano. I mean, you can use it, but only on small mobs because melee is very hard. I know. I used melee when I had the Great Claw, and it was very hard. If you don't have a good armor, if you don't have a good defense, it was very hard for me even to go in category 8 in Mayhem to farm there. Mod Nano is something else because it has a high DPS and you had a lot of life still, but you still cannot use Harley Quinn
Yeah, it's
on
true.
mod Nano.
That is true. Yeah, it is still. It's
I
especially my avatar, even lower health
Yeah,
and lower dodge and evasion. It's even more punishing for me.
but from my experience, I don't know how much the kiting stuff works. I think there is some penalty if you don't get hit for so long. I used to do it back when we had Caperons and we were noobs. I think everyone did it to kite the Caperons and get some mushrooms and something like that. And the loot was not great. You need the input from armor also.
Oh, you think so? I've never heard that
I
theory before. You think that getting hit actually factors? We know that it goes into the loophole, like the
Yes.
decay from armor, but you think it's actually critical?
A lot of stuff changed over the years. I also think overamping now it's not as good as before.
Why do you say that?
I mean, I'm when I try, for example, a lot of people who had glinting, as I did, told me you can use gamma amps because they are better DPP and so. But every time when I use a gamma amp, which is overamping my gun, I have worse returns than with a normal amp, which fits perfectly.
You know, I have a friend who actually took off an amp recently and believed that they were getting better returns without an amp. Period. And it was
Yeah, I test that also with no amps, no enhancers. I didn't had the best results with it. Some people do it, but from my perspective, I always went full enhancers, amped. I tried many times when enhancer were almost 400%, and I didn't have the same results. Maybe some other people does. I think the system also needs some time to adjust to different cycle rates for your avatar, you know? When you change the weapon, when you change the input, something change also in your algorithm.
really.
Yes.
And especially, I guess, if you're using new stuff, that if you're saying that the algorithm hasn't factored into its math equation for loot. So if you're pushing DPP and you're pushing DPS or loot events or these things, you're thinking that there's a chance that you're not seeing the full upside because the system hasn't been curated or updated to factor that growth.
You need to try it for a longer period of times, and then you can see exactly what is happening. I had critical damage 100% without pet before because I had the unlimited sights, and it's nice. Maybe you get, I don't know if you can count it like that, if you get more markup, but it's very dull gameplay. You don't lose so much. You don't have the swings, so big swings, you know. But you don't hof oftenly, and sometimes it is boring. Now I don't have 100 critical damage, and I'm hoffing sometimes, and it's also nice to see a little bit of ups and downs, you know.
Yeah. Generally, I thought that was more of an efficiency thing. I thought that less efficient weapons may show more hops because there's more ped being dumped into the system. Whereas if you're efficient, you're going to have less hops but more consistent returns above or around the 95%.
But DPP also play a big factor. If you have like one DPP more, it's changed the loot dynamics, and it's less input in the mob. If you critical often, you know, if you do all the time full pills, and it's, for example, our guns use around 50 pack per shot. If you do 550 damage or 800 damage, is not the same.
Huh. Got it. Okay, just to switch gears real quick. Why do you think so many Romanian players play this game?
I think it's because the RCA part, the money part, because yeah, I think most of us are playing because of that, not because the graphics, not because it's that feeling that you can make money and you're very responsible with your gameplay. If you don't watch your gameplay, you can lose. It's also a challenge, like a challenge. We see it like a challenge.
Really? Yeah, because it seems to be so significant. Seems like it's particularly got so popular in Romania. How did you hear about the game? What got you into it originally?
I think I saw it first time, the YouTube thing with the big trades, but that was back in the day when I had my first avatar, which I don't have it anymore. And then I come also for the money part when I finish with Diablo.
Yes.
Because here you can trade legally. It's not like other games like Lineage or Ion or something like that.
Yes.
You have a dedicated market where you can deposit how much you want. You can withdraw your funds.
Yes.
You study a little bit and you are interested, you can make it work. But it's hard work. It's not like not as easy as people think. Even if you're Messi or you're Eve, or it's still a lot of work behind all that.
Yeah, and one of the things I think about is in order to continue to maximize your investment or your value in your avatar, if you're at the top end of it, that you can almost feel trapped, that you need to continue playing and pumping and growing your avatar and finding opportunities to profit from participating in new systems or new events where there is markup. And that's like a perpetual race that you're kind of almost forced to continue to pump and grind so that you can extract the value from your investment to date of both
Yes.
time, effort, and money.
That was the problem. That why so many players was mad last year, because we invested a lot of money to get the best items possible, and then when there's no way you can cover that losses. If I had items worth almost 1 million pad if I put them all together on the old prices, and there comes an update and your items value decreased to 600,000 pad. There comes the next update and your items is 400,000 pad. So that is very bad if you put your trust and a lot of money and you try to make it work and then something like that happen.
Yeah,
Because
but with that in mind, you did say that you thought that Minar should make the stable easier to get. Wouldn't that lower the value of that weapon and lower the value of the effort from the people who've already worked on it?
well, if they devalued all the other weapons, why something that we have to buy from them basically should be expensive and all other weapons should be cheaper than
I
us?
see.
That's my point.
I see. You're saying because player-owned assets now have been devalued from new content that Minarch, that they should make it more accessible, so that it's reflect. That seems tough. How do they balance that? How do they continue to roll out new content that gives people carrots and something to chase? The biggest avatar.
The problem was after the Twen, in Twen they added like more than 150 weapons. Twen ended, and at Christmas they refilled the Mayhem vendor. They added the LP 120 perfected. They added a lot of other items. Then they start doing the Research Mayhem events, and it was too much for the market at that time because we lost momentum from the COVID market, and there was so many items flooding the market. And now I want to say also the exceptional item somehow is killing the limited weapons market, because the casual players buy an exceptional item and doesn't change it for 1 year. He come and cycle maybe at events and so, and he treasured that weapon because he got his hands on the nice weapon with efficiency and with good stats, and he don't want to burn it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's very hard to balance everything in this game. They try to go on the good path now. That's why I'm back, to be honest.
What did you see? What did you see that gave you positive signals?
A lot of changes, a lot of events, a lot of new stuff. They trying their best, but it's still very hard to balance the whole market.
Yes.
We are missing the gamblers. I think the gamblers are a very important part of the game. You can see now with Conrad, when Conrad logs and he do recycles for 2-3 days, everything goes up. If Nanocube's price go high, everything else follows. So we need more system to burn the materials that we are hunting, because very often we get stuck with the hunting loot or with the mining loot, because there is not a lot of use for it. I think Mindark should increase the drop rate of recycle clicks for gizmos, and they should let us craft more gizmos to burn the oils. I started to do it because I could not sell the amount of looted oils that I have, and to hunt every day and to sell nanocubes is a losing battle. I mean, I don't say you have to do it, but if you nanocube all your loot, then it's very hard to squeeze.
What if you nanocube and then you convert it to EPs and then you sell EPs when there's a gambler online clicking?
Yes, but then you have to craft it, and then you have two professions. It's more exposure. So, I mean, crafting is also very hard sometimes.
Yes.
People see the big hops, but they don't know what is behind them. Some people are having fun, some people are trying to get ahead.
Yes. Have you made money in this game?
Yes. I mean, I can say I'm free to play. I withdrew my initial investment.
Really? So you've been up. So you've earned everything to get where you're at.
Yes, but as I told you, I had start with the right mindset and with the big deposit. I think the biggest mistake that player makes is they start to deposit $50 today, $100 tomorrow, and that money goes fast. You don't see any results. I have a friend which has a bigger deposit than me, but he always depot like $100 today, $200 tomorrow, and he have no results.
You can because you can't invest in the higher efficiency or the things that make you more efficient. So you have to invest big to get the weapons, to get the rings.
You have to commit. You have to commit to have a bankroll to add some good items, and then you can see some results.
Okay, so if there's a new avatar and they put 100,000 pet into the game, how would you spend it? How would you tell them to spend it?
I will buy some good rings. I think everyone, it's come back. The first thing you do, the biggest boost you see is when you get some nice rings. Then you get a good weapon. Weapon comes almost the first or the second. The weapon is everything. If you have efficiency, you have the looter, things will look okay in the long run.
Would you
want to see results from 1 week to the other week?
Prime Medman says,
That's
Chris,
very hard.
my browski, you good, hydrate and stretch, no stress.
I'm good, Prime. I'm good. Thank you. Would you chip in skills for like looter or anything to accelerate that, George?
I didn't chip any skills. I only chip out several times.
But no,
I'm
with a new player with 100k, say they buy the rings, say they buy the rings
yeah.
for 40,000, and then they buy a weapon for
It's
40,000
it's cheaper to chip in the skills nowadays than to get them by hunting. Yes.
because of your cycle losses, which you're going to have to cycle in
Yes.
the efficiency of
Yes.
looter skills.
Yes.
How far would you suggest?
cheaper.
Would you suggest they chip to getting level 60 in looter to unlock the secondary skill, or how far would you
Look,
push them?
when I got back, I was like level 40 looter, and in 1 year I hit level 100. So you can do it faster if you want to spare money. You can maybe chip in 5,000 pads, and it will be easier for you. But I don't know what to say. It depends also on the player, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Depends.
variables. There's certainly a lot of variables, and I'm asking broad questions,
Yeah.
and I know it's a very it depends, and it's very specific, and every situation's a little bit
Look
different.
at you. You're committed now. You did invest in the game. First time when you speak with me, I didn't knew who you were. I thought you were joking, and you throw some offers there. That's why. But now I see that you're committed to the game, and you did invest. I see myself back 3 years ago when I started.
Aha. Well, thank you. Well, that's a compliment. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'll try to follow you in all your footsteps. Who would you say the best player is in Entropia? Give me the top 3 players that you're most impressed by in the game.
That's hard to tell. There are a lot of players which did amazing. To be honest, a lot of Romanians invested so much because of Eve and Messi. Messi proved us that it's working. Eve came a little bit later than that, but Eve now it's going strong.
Yes.
There is Image, there is Dune, there are a lot of players. I don't know what to say because a lot of old avatars which I knew and they were very high back then, I'm higher than them right now. Because everything is easier nowadays. Skilling is way easier. When I had to skill first time to level 100, it was way harder than it is right now.
Yes,
way harder.
Yeah, and
And
do you I mean you feel like that devalues your avatar and your work? Or do you think it's good
not really.
or do you think it's good for the game that it drives more deposits for power progression and gets more people into the in-game faster to participate in in-game loot and the market, like unlimited weapons and higher tier
it's
items?
good. It's good for the new player, but they neglect the people who invested, you know? Every time they make changes for the new players because every time is complained it's too hard to get it to that level, and they always adapt to make it easier for the new players, but in some way it hit the ones who invested the most in the game.
You know, you never brought up mid-level players. What about the mid-tier players who played for 15 to 20 years and have 400,000 skill points, and and are using?
Those are casual players most likely because
No, but these could be players who deposited $50,000 and kind of did what you said earlier. Like they didn't invest in major gear, but they've consistently deposited, maybe $5,000 a year over 10 years. So their total deposits are 50K. They're at 400,000 skill points, but they don't have the top tier items, and therefore they don't have the top tier DPP, and they can't cycle, so that they can't participate in the same loot returns or mob. Or for example, you remember the RX event? Remember that RX robot event we just had? If you're there and you're a mid-level player and you're not shooting, and you're shooting with the biggest avatars in the game that are on the same mobs, it's more likely that those best avatars are pulling the best items out of the loot pool more successfully.
more likely, but even the mid players have a lot of chance. For example, I went to share loot mobs every time. I never looted full ESIs. Even now, my biggest ESI is like 200 ped. I don't say I have the best DPS, but I was up there when I had all my gear, I had tier 9 arson chip and at very high burst, full build every time. And so, and if you look even at Sand King, there are a lot of new players who loot the armor from Sand King, or looted the big ESI, or looted the plate. It's not necessarily only the higher spender loot something good. There was a lot of people at Eric's event who looted Ice Shield chip or Ember chip or guns, or I don't think only the high level players loot good stuff.
Do you think
You
that
have to be committed and spend a lot. The problem is the high level players spend much more time there maybe and cycle more and have a bigger chance to do those items.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you still think it's possible to an acceptable level for mid-tier players to participate in it?
It's possible. Look, the information was there for everybody to get. Everybody have to take their own decisions.
Wait, you think the
Some people-
you think the information is relatively available for people?
Yes, it was available, and we are somehow helping each other in this community. We tell them every time in SOC or in chat, if someone asks, you have to get your looter level higher, you have to have better efficiency. But a lot of old players don't want to listen. They say, we don't trust the efficiency is a myth, looter is a myth. There are some players like that, even after 20 years they don't believe the system, so you cannot do nothing about that. There are some players who didn't go the efficiency route. Look at Rick Ninja Hunter, he get an ATH every 6 months now.
Oh, I don't know anything about his avatar. What's up with his avatar? What does he do? Is he a long-term
Well,
player?
He's a long-term player, but he most of the time he had loot 1.1 one old guns, you know, but he cycles a lot and
Those are the lower efficient weapons, the 1.0 ones, right?
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
he had a lot of ATHs in past 2-3 years.
What do you think about grindhouses and lower efficiency
I
ones?
don't think that's a good option because that's really a gamble.
Have you ever used them?
No,
Yo, you haven't either. You know, every
No.
Romanian player I talk to, they don't use grindhouses.
I rather do some recycle clicks than use the
Really? Okay. I guess when you have such a high efficiency weapon, it also feels extra bad to shoot something like that.
There was a lot of players, gamblers, which tried the Swine Deluxe, which is almost like a grindhouse. It has only 7% efficiency. It also have a lot of decay. But on the long run, okay, you can hit a half today, but in the long run, you won't go ahead. That's the problem with these ones, you know.
Yeah. Over a long period of time. I wonder how much you'll lose on a million ped cycle with a deluxe, a 7% efficiency.
Well, you can do that test and let us know.
No. You're the engineer here, all right? You're the big baller, George, not me. I don't got it in me. Let's put the black pearl up so we can do a proper test. You know, like let's do that. Okay, so for the record, so the black pearl is or is not for sale?
I was trying to sell it, but I won't sell items just to sell them. If I have a good offer, then I will consider it, because it's something. There are only 10 in the game. I think there will be changes made to the ships, because everyone's agreed that we don't use them as much for mining as we should. We were pissed when they launched the Pioneer ship, for example, because that's an L ship, which can also use high power mining stuff, which is cost way less. So that's the way Marine Dark do.
Do you space mine?
Hello?
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say something. Do you space?
Yes, A space mine.
Where
I
do you?
did a lot of space mining, but
How do you space mine? Are you out there doing the? I was doing some asteroids in full lootable PvP with Rusty Venture yesterday. I think it's like N-type asteroids. Does that sound right?
yes.
Do you do
I
that?
do it also. Yes. I did a lot of M's and F now, but I don't do it solo because I don't want to let everyone know what I'm doing every time, you know?
I see.
So when you go with multiple players, then it's share loot and they have a surprise when they see me there.
I see. I see. I see. So you like to keep it a little bit more quiet about what you're kind of planning and you're doing and you're hunting.
Yes, because in this game, if everyone do the same thing, then there will be no markup. That's why I was thinking also to start streaming, but it's a little bit hard for me. You do it very good because you stream daily missions and you have fun events made. You're not so focused on the other side of the game. But I think a lot of high players don't stream because if everyone starts doing the same thing, then there will be no market for the same items,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I think of the concept of you zig when others zag. You go a different direction. So, for example, during the RX event, you could have went and hunted something else that, for example, you see top avatars who continued to stay on Thunderous Golems because maybe top avatars were pulled off golems for the drop rate standpoint. It's like when people are pulled away to go do something that opens up opportunity, whether or not you could go hunt for Gorgon heads on NI, you could go other places where the loot pool is not being drained the same because everybody else is distracted. Do you do a lot of that yourself? Like, and you'll skip events,
Yes.
or do you think it's worth participating in events every time?
I used to skip events back when we had mayhem with X category. I had to chip a lot every time, and I noticed that I was doing more markup outside of the event than in the event because I didn't had good gear back then, and the oil prices was skyrocketing because of the gizmos, and I had some pads. I was putting oils aside and I was selling during the events. It was nice. Splin oil was going to 120, 125% because everybody was crafting gizmos to get Armatrix weapons and so on. So yeah, my character, my avatar is basically I'm high level miner, high level crafter, high level hunter. I can do anything, and that's why I didn't stick only with hunting. I can switch every time if there is an event or there is an opportunity to make more pets.
Yeah,
The other side.
yeah. You can mobilize and participate in any new system
Yeah.
where it presents itself. So you're paying attention. Are you looking at the auction every day? Are you paying attention closely to things?
Not really. That's the part that I hate the most. I like to play the game, and usually I'm a hoarder. I only do merge in my storage, and then when I'm low on pads, I look what to sell. Because when markup is low, a lot of people start to undercut. We do it all because sometimes you need pads fast, and we start doing it. But I see lately, if it's low activity, then I had a lot of on-sale stuff. To be honest, I don't really like to spend my time on auction house. I like to play. I'm looking to get some guidance. What should I do? Which thing have markup now? And stuff like that. But the best thing is when you have lot of pets and you can save stuff and sell them when the time is right.
What do you think the appropriate bankroll is for an in-game avatar? So to be able to be able to do it appropriately.
If you have a glinting, like 200, 300,000 pet. If you have a mod nano, like 2 million pets.
Are you 2 million ped?
I don't know, but mod nano is very. To be honest, I don't know if I could use it efficiently. Even if I don't have the level for it because I don't really like release anymore after I have the Great Claw. It's very nice that the HP gains, are very nice. You don't need 2 million pets for more nano, but you need definitely 300,000 pet to grind, and don't worry every time you have to sell nano cubes or TT stuff to repair your weapon, because you need to take in consideration you have like 800 to 900 pet every hour. You have to repair it. If you play 10-12 hours a day, it's a lot of pets to have, and it forces you to sell stuff.
Yeah. Do you TT oils and stuff still?
Not really. I don't even nano cube as much as I did before, because if I cannot sell them, I craft them, and that's it.
Do you think
And
do you think because you invested in multiple systems that you're in mining and crafting in addition to hunting that you've exposed yourself to more losses to level up and skill them up, that it increased your avatar to more exposure?
it is more exposure, even if you, to be honest, sometimes if I sell my oils, I will be better off than to craft them and so on. But you get some skills, sometimes you have luck on crafting, but you have to take in consideration that you will lose some percent in every profession. Like if you go mining and you start crafting, and it's a cycle everywhere, and you have to choose wisely what you do.
Yes. Which is your favorite out of the three systems?
Well, the most comfortable one is crafting, because you can set a few thousand clicks and go away and do your stuff. Which I hate the most is normal mining on the planet side, because I hate extracting. When I go mining, I lose claims every time, because I'm not the guy who do a drop and go extract it. I will
You run
do a
around.
blanket. Yeah, and I will have a lot of claims, and sometimes I lose claims, and I don't like it very much. I did propose to Mindark some years ago to make a vehicle where you can add your excavator.
Oh.
And he will have a decay, and then you can extract the minerals without worrying too much and without going over the weight limit. And I think that was a best addition to the game. A lot of other players will get into mining, and I think the mining is the cheapest way to get into the game right now.
More than fishing and cooking?
Well, you have a point there with the fishing now. I think fishing is not, the market is not stable right now, so you cannot expect the same results after a few months. But with mining, there are a lot of players who took advantage of the wave system before and get ahead with that. I know when I was trying to get Pyrite before events, and I was cycling there, and when the wave came for Pirate, like 20 avatars from the bush came out and started mining. But it seems now it changed. I think I don't mind so much anymore. And
Yeah, what do you think
I
about
hope
the
that-
what do you think about the planet versus space side? I mean, you have a space mining ship, which there's only 10 of them. You would think that would create a unique opportunity for you to mine in space with the shift, whereas most players are forced to planet side mine. But like you could do something that very few people can do with your ship.
I'm very high in space mining also, but the problem is you have also looter skill there. And it's very volatile, at least for the stuff that I do. Sometimes I have great losses, and there is markup to get up there, but it's also very hard to balance your returns, you know. Because it's very hard to skill it, and it's very hard to get the looter level up.
Fragmenting, right?
Yes, fragmenting. I always took fragmenting, but I'm still only
Oh,
something
you
good.
took fragmenting over analysis.
Yes, because analysis you can get from hunting and from other stuff. Fragmenting you can only get from space mining. So it will be a
Oh.
waste to get analysis from. But now I'm telling too many secrets.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Too many secrets. Okay. 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 Got it. Got it. What else do you want to sell? Anything you want to promote on the stream? Anything you want to let people know that you're in the market for or that's available?
I
I,
didn't. Can you repeat?
I like these interviews to somewhat bring value to people that are here. Also, not only that people get to know you, they're obviously learning from you. You're being generous, so thank you for that. I also like to give people a chance to talk about some of their businesses in the game, whether or not it's shops they run, items they're trying to sell. Um, is there anything that you want to share with people? You want people to know of? Do you have shops? Do you have any systems or programs or any items you want to mention that you're selling?
I had a shop back in the day, but it's a lot of work with the shops
Prime
to
Moment
arrange them,
says,
like
Doctor,
legends
my
say.
love,
And
silence.
to be
Secrets don't
honest, I
they
had the
always
shop
come
for
to
some
me?
months. I did good, I'd say, on it, and I didn't even notice that the pad which you get from shop don't go on your pad card.
Ah, because it was in
They
it
go,
was in the pet
yeah,
flow center or whatever.
on the pet flow. And I sold the shop, and after 1 year,
Yeah.
I look at the pet flow center. I had like 4,000 pet there.
No
From where
way.
do I
No
have them?
way. No way.
Yeah,
You never
it was
noticed?
a nice surprise.
It was a nice little savings account. Did you buy deeds or anything?
I had some deeds, but not a lot of deeds. I had some ancient Greece deeds, but I think you can do better with your money if you can hold stuff and you can invest on loot or items than only to rely on deeds. They are nice in theory, but the price on them also go up and down. And sometimes you buy them and they go down in price and you lost more than you win.
Yeah, it's some
So I
conversation.
have to have more control.
With previous interviews, we've talked about this, and other avatars, big ones have viewed it as a savings account. Like, say you sold something for a couple 100,000 ped, then you may put it into deeds, so that you have it as a savings, structure.
I had some options in trade back then when CLDs were 1,600, 1,800, and I'm pissed that I didn't took that, because if I took those in 2019 and I was letting them grow until 2023, then I would had some pad when I came back, because they almost doubled in value that period of time, and that was a good investment.
Yes, 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 yes. Indeed.
I had one friend who did like that. Infamous had a lot of CLDs from item. When he sold his items, he got CLDs and came also like me some years later, and he told me I had like 400,000 pads. From 200,000 pads of CLDs, he doubled his money, basically. The money that he make on interest on dividends.
Yeah, I think investments and moves like that enable you to make some pretty big pushes with your avatar when that works out, and it probably makes it a bit easier to make some of those big pushes versus having to do like a wire transfer or deposit. As if you can make
Yes.
some of those moves and catch some of those. In our Legends interview, it was interesting. You familiar with Legend, the shop owner, right? Of course. So he started with apartments, and he bought early. He bought a lot of apartments, and then he shifted from apartments to deeds. So he sold his apartments that he got for like 250 ped over a 10-15 year period, converted them to deeds, got into deeds early, and then from deeds he was able to then convert those to his shops. So he went system to system to kind of upgrade and go in a staged approach, and had success that way. Um, and then was operating.
Well, for people who enjoy to do stuff like that, is nice. But for me, I don't see. I tried before when I sold my first time. When I sold my items, I tried to do some trading and so. But if I don't play the game, I cannot stay online and look at the auction house and do nothing. I need to do something to be online, you know.
Yes.
I do trade now because I have huge stocks of materials and so, and I'm forced because I need to sell my loot, but I don't do it like a job to pay and buy it purposely when it's low and sell it when it's higher, and I need to play the game. That's where the joy comes from me, for me. And when you play the game, you can do some trades on the side also. But to only buy something and expect to be profitable in few years is not my type of gameplay.
What's the most fun you've had in the game?
Well, the most fun you have is when you hit big.
No, okay.
And you feel accomplished that you did something good or something bad if you lost a lot and you like today. I did have a hit, but I lost more.
Did you? What was your hit?
Almost 10k. But I lost like 15k 3 days ago.
Oh, you talking about when you saw that's when you messaged me about the recycle clicks? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it was all your fault. That's why I do Science Sundays. It's because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why Legend says he wish he could play the game too, but it's so buy his shop so he can get back to hunting. That's what he wants you to do, George.
Yeah, I don't have. Who will stock them if I buy them? With what? We cannot set oils and minerals there. I have a lot of crafted items also, but I will put them slowly on auction house.
Yeah.
It's too much time, you know. It's a lot of time to manage a shop. Also, that's why I don't like to refill the auction house. I do it because I must do it, but I hate to spend a lot of time. What I hate to the game right now is that we cannot do sell orders or orders when we are crafting. Because when I want to take a break, I go craft, usually. But if I craft, I cannot set up my orders or my sales on the auction house. And if Mindark could change that, it will be very nice. Because if you don't sell the items that you are crafting, the other items are not blocked. But you get an error message when you open the auction house and try to sell something else. Say you're crafting now, you cannot trade, you cannot sell nothing. And I think it will save a lot of time for a lot of players.
Yes.
They can enable that stuff, it will be nice.
Well, let's ask you the question then, George. If you could be CEO of Entropia and Minark and they offered you the job for 200,000 a year, and then George gets locked and put on ice, would you do it?
I don't know what to say because I will have to not play the game anymore.
Yeah, you can't play the game.
Man, everything is possible if the money makes sense. Then
200,000 a year.
it's not bad.
Not bad for an engineer. Even for an engineer, not bad. So you take the job and you move to Sweden?
That I need to speak with my wife and my kids
Okay.
because we already learned the third language. Now
What-
we need to learn another language.
What languages do you speak? English, Romanian, and what else?
Deutsch, German.
Oh, you speak German. You speak German as well. Okay. And then say they all approve it. What do you do on your first day in the office? What do you do?
Well, I will start with crafting. If crafting go good, if there is an initiative in crafting, then every materials will follow. Every profession will follow because hunting and mining are basically giving materials to crafters. If you have demand on crafting, then the materials have a purpose. And then we will have markup. If you have markup, you can enjoy the game. It goes hand in hand, but they were afraid to add new systems, to add something new to craft. Until now, when they add cooking, there was not so many new stuff to craft. But all players can remember when they first added gizmos, for example, there was a boom for every material from hunting at least, oils were like 106% and above. And when the markup increased, then the whole activity of the game increases also. So I think that's the first stop
Would you
where they should take a look.
would you get rid of exceptional weapons and items?
I don't. Maybe I will stop them at some point, but I still need to let people burn the tokens. You know, it's somehow you're getting some money back for your tokens if you don't want to sell pills. But
Yeah.
even the system like it is now. I try, for example, to craft 3 times mod resto. I failed, or I near success them. But it's same as failing because the most of the markup is in the blueprint. I failed also 120 perfected when I tried to craft it, and I mean it's a lot of gamble. When you start doing 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 per the click, is not so rewarding. If you succeed first time, then you are happy, but if you lose like 10,000 tokens and you have nothing to show for, it's not that good, in my opinion.
What would you rather have in the mayhem token vendor for the burn? Would you rather have exceptionals or unlimited weapons?
Well, unlimited weapons were nice, but to stack them, for example, every year they will add 5 weapons of a type, and they don't refill them anymore. It's not that you add a mod nano and then you add 40 more mod nanos. And you put consumables like pills and something else.
So would you put unlimited items or no in the vendor? Would you restock those?
I will put them, but maybe I will not try to. Crafting is also good, but it's very disappointing when you fail them, you know, because they cost a lot. And the problem now is we had the rare tokens, and when you get them, for example, I had 2 LP 120 pistols, which I pulled with rare tokens. That option is way cheaper than the crafting itself. If you craft a pistol like that, is 6,000 plus mayhem tokens, which you use for every craft. If you use 3 clicks, it's already almost 20,000 tokens, you know? If you don't have nothing to show after that, you're a little bit pissed off.
Yeah, so talking about blueprints versus buying it directly with the rare tokens and the mayhem. Yeah. Because you can get the blueprints. So just clarity for everybody in the chat, you can get blueprints for just mayhem tokens, and then if you want the item, you gotta also have the rare mayhem tokens.
And I think they should put a limit for every avatar. It's not normal what is happening. I don't want to offend also some of my friends, but yeah. I mean, it's an open market, but everybody should have a chance on some items.
I see. Okay, would you change the loot? Would you change the loot model? Would you go to loot 3.0?
I think it will be a disaster if they change that now, because we already have trust issues. If we have to change the setup that we have again, and the levels, and if they add something new, I think if they want to change the loot system, they should wait 2-3 years and do it after that, because I don't think it will be very welcomed by the old players.
Yeah. What do you think about the UE5 change? Were you here for the last time they changed engines? Were you around, or were you on a break?
I think I was on the break, but I'm not saying it's not a good change, but a lot of players who play this game are here for the economic part. I think we will see some growth with the Unreal Engine 5, but this game is made for some special type of players, you know? If you are a kid and you don't have too much money, it's very hard to play this game. And a lot of kids are more fascinated fix than the gameplay.
Yeah, would you let
I
your kids
don't.
would you let your kids play this game with you?
Yeah, I would, but not right now. They are very young, and I'm not afraid about the community because a lot of players are old players and they take care. But that's the problem is the cash part of it. Kids can make mistakes and
Would you
we
would
can
you
lose.
would you how much would you give them? Would you fund their account and set it up when they're like when they want if they're
Yeah, I will give a limit and you can test this that.
how
I will
much?
teach them, but depend on the level. At start, maybe 500 pad.
And you just tell them to go get
And
started and go to Satesh?
yeah, look, do that, do this, do that. Yeah, you have to see how it's evolving, how much your kid can understand the game. It's not that easy because if you start losing a lot of money, then it's not so fun anymore.
Yeah. Do you think this game is complicated?
Teams for most of the players, it's not so. It's not that complicated, but a lot of people don't trust the system, even if it's proven to work. They don't trust efficiency. They don't trust the looter skills, and I keep give them examples. Why everybody look at top hunters? Do you see someone using print houses or something like that, or Swine Deluxe?
No way. No way. Yeah, only a few hunters I know that like to
Yeah.
do that consistently. But they take long breaks of the game when I think they get frustrated and they can go a long time with very significant losses and then they hit big. But yeah, it's not very
That's the same
systemic.
purpose in the game. Some players want to have some fun. Some players have some perspective and look to the future. It all depends how you want to play the game. If you are playing casually, it's also no point to start investing thousands of pads in items if you cannot play the game, you know? It's better to have fun when you log in and that's it. On the other side, exceptional items are good for that part.
You like to put
Because
that?
you could level your looter skills and don't have such a big losses.
What do you think about PvP in the game?
To be honest, I don't like it very much. That's because you have a lot of different type of weapons which you can switch immediately, and we all know when we see someone in PvP, when we see the armor, we know the damage type that he have as resistance, and you can switch from, I don't know, from penetration to cold damage or something like that. But you cannot change the armor as fast as that, and it's like luck. One critical hit, it was until they introduce ice shield chip and player have now such high HP. It's harder, but back then it was basically who has the first critical hit. Also very buggy on the target.
Oh, I haven't noticed the targeting issues. The crit thing seems to still be very valid. You need crits, and then obviously with Ice Shield. Good point about the armor piece. That's probably something I can grow and get better about, is recognizing armors and their damage protections and maybe using different weapons. Now that I PvP and I'm doing land grabs and things, you know, I added a third bar to be able to rotate between multiple weapons, like 4 or 5 different weapons. And I still need to get like my rocket launcher set up and stuff, and I still need better chips and things. So like, I still need more. But I did notice that like PvP though feels like it's a different level.
Also the part with the vaporizer, you can be an Uber and some level 50 player can come and one-shot you, and I don't find this very good. I mean, you work so much for your avatar and someone can one-hit you at a low level, it's a little bit odd to say it.
What do you think about Ice Shield chip?
It think it's nice, but it opens a lot of opportunities for lower level players. I also use it from time to time because instead of using a lot of pills, for example, on Aris or Oblivitron Mob or something like that, I use Ice Chip and Ice Shield Chip, and it's much easier. But also it takes away from the older players' accomplishments, you know.
Well, that's why I asked. To the same train of thought
Yeah.
that it allows younger
Because-
avatars with less gear to progress and do content that they normally might not be able to do.
Yeah. You see now everyone can do big robots, big spinners, and I don't know how to feel about it. It's good and bad, and
Do you have one?
I have looted one.
Okay.
That's how I found out about it. But I I should have bought more of them.
Oh no,
But-
I'll buy yours from you. After
No.
after the interview, George, we do deal, brother. We do a little business. We do
I
deal.
will have it for a long time because I use a perfected by Neopsion, and it will last me for a long time.
Oh, you get extra value out of using it when you have it on.
Yes,
I see. I see.
it takes 40% of the decay.
I see.
Plus
Well,
the extender, so it's 60 or 70%. I can get up to 70%.
okay, let's negotiate. Let's negotiate. 1,000% for your ice shield.
Not really. If I loot one on next Mayhem, if they will, and I will let you know.
Yeah, you're gonna charge me 10,000%, George. I know you. You're gonna come to me like Christian.
No.
You're gonna be like Christian. 10,000%, brother. 10,000. You know. That's
It's
a-
unique.
it is rare. It is rare. So they did. I do think they're pulling them out of the loot pool. So it is. I think they will increasingly become more valuable. What do you think? Do you have a sense of what do you think an ice shield chip should go for now? Before they were like 1,000 to 1,300, I think.
I think the price is okay where it is now because it's also a limited item. It has a good value for your avatar, but at the end it's only a limited item. I don't think we should charge thousands and thousands of pets for limited items because you never know if Mind Arc will in next patch will increase the decay on it and you will pay up.
Oh, I did not think about that. They could do that to rush getting it out of the community. They could do that.
That's why I say they are expensive enough to be like a gamble, you know? Because if they put 10 times the decay on them, they will vanish fast.
Yeah, it already uses 9,000 mine essence when I cast it.
Yes, but if you put it in perspective, you will have to pay more for a healer than you pay for your own buff.
Oh, really? I never really did that. I never really do that math. I haven't used a healer before.
It's 3 minutes, you have the buff for 3 minutes. So you have to buff 20 times. So let's say maximum 25 pet per hour. If you are taking a healer, it will cost you more, even in decay. If you take a 2600 modified, it will have way more decay in 1 hour, or even if you take a mod fapper.
Yes.
And you can solo most of the mobs with the Ice Shield. With the exception of the Thunder Golems, because
The damage
they have
side.
elemental damage, and many other mobs like the Chaos from Aris have elemental damage, but it's still very good. You will see a lot of new players soloing Eomon stalkers now, because they have Ice Shield chip.
Yeah, I know. And for those, it's also you want what incision plates for that?
I don't think. I think 5Bs are better because they have more impact than stab, and your armor, for example, I only had 5Bs and 6D for electric when I had the twin armor. When I was doing RDI.
Did you ever get an RDI backpack? Did you build one?
No,
No.
because I had to. I know how much I spent for critical damage items back then. and you have to stop use the Regigit code, so you will lose 5% critical damage. But the only thing good for me was the auto loot, but I'm using an Easter ring for auto loot. I have lower reload, but I have the auto loot still. I hate when I get like augmented loot pill and I go crafting for 10 hours and then I waste the pill. It's same for the skill pills. I usually don't play like 10 hours straight. I do breaks and so, because I have kids, I cannot be all the time at PC, and then I park my avatar and the buffs for nothing.
You get a lot of waste. It's not like you're grinding actively all day for 10 plus hours a day. Yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for this. Anything else that you think is worth talking about? Anything you want to share? What you're up to, or what you got going on, or any thoughts with us?
I had some idea, but I think we cover a lot of.
Yeah. Well, what idea do you got for us? Well, hold on. Are you keeping secrets from us, George? This is a safe place.
No.
No secrets.
No secrets.
No secrets. No secrets. Well, I appreciate you, man.
Maybe I will stream someday.
I'll help you.
I have time.
I will help you. I'll help you. You come. Yeah. You get going. You know, I'm always looking for creators to raid, to help support. I'll help you set it up, and I'll help you get into the Minarch Creator Program as well. So if you want to do that, there's a lot of different programs and things that are running. So you could come do that.
Yeah. What I hope the Minarch take the good path, and we can enjoy the Entropia for much more longer, and us in consideration the people who invested also, not only the new players. Everybody fight for his perspective, you know.
Yes, absolutely. Well, there's something I want to share with you that we've got going on. And 1 second, I'll be right back. Run 1 second, then I'm going to share, and then I'm going to talk about what I just invited you to. 1 second. Be right back. All right. I'm back. George.
Yes.
Do you run Eris?
Yes. But I had some period of times when I didn't have time to do it. But I find it very nice that you can loot unlimited items, and items are also very good. I was surprised to see high efficiency items on Ares. I think it's a little bit unfair compared to how much you have to work for table, and to think about that you can loot GR 110 in one mob.
Well, George, I want to invite you to something, my man. This Saturday, George, if you look at what I just sent you on Discord and we pulled it up on stream, Minarch has sponsored our second speed running challenge, and the prize pool has increased from 1,000 to 2,500 ped. We'll also be giving a wasp away as well.
Wow.
And the special LAN event armor that they gave at the LAN event that they had in Sweden a couple months ago. So this is going on this Saturday, 1900 UTC, and it's 2 levels. So we've got one for avatars over 400,000 skill points, which is the normal run, which is robots 1 through 4, and then animal 4. Our champion from the last race was Dune. He did it the fastest. And then Eve jumped in and actually beat his time after on a secondary fun run, just unofficial run. But I thought Dune did it pretty fast. But Eve pushed the limits and showed me that it was even possible to go even further. We're going to do that, which is going to be the main Uber competition. But then we added a second event for avatars that are under 400,000 skill points to race just through robots 1 through 3. So you don't have to worry about Oblivitron. You don't have to worry about Vesevar as well. And there's 2 different chunks, so that there'll be a price pool allocation for avatars under the 400,000 skill point. And I'd like to invite you, George. Do you want to come participate in a race? Do you think you could be competitive this Saturday?
Well, I will gladly join the race. That's not a problem, but I know I will not win because I am 800,000 skill points plus, and I have to compete with Dune and with Eve, which both have high tires, arson chips, and
dude, don't never say never. Come on, George, be competitive, man. You never know. And listen, it's Eris. It's Eris. You never.
I'm realistic, you know. I am realistic also when I compete to this.
Yeah, but
I choose my worst.
you never know though, because look, it is Eris. You never know if somebody can get lagged out, if the instance can give them a problem. You never know, George. Come on, man.
Fix the warden buff, or you can still have 7% damage increase.
That's a great question about the warden buff. Eve, is the warden buff fixed? Good question for Eve. Let's ask Eve. See, Eve, tell us: is the warden buff fixed? Did that get patched already? I think it. I think the buff got. I don't think it's as high anymore. I forget how the warden buff works now. That's a good question for Eve. Let's see if Eve could speak up in the chat. Suki says, I think it did. I think there was some slight adjustment to it based on like participation. You definitely have to do it from wave events. You definitely can no longer just tag it like at the boss at the end. You can't just show up for the boss at the end of the fight and get, the maximum details from it. So I think you have to participate for all the waves if you want a maximum version of the buff. So like you just can't show up at the end. I think
it was the contribution based, you know. If you had above higher 3 contribution, you had the max buff or something like that. I did it one time with Eve and Shilda, and I got the max buff. So if there are few players there.
How big was the buff? Do you remember how big it was before?
57.5, something like that. 57, and I used pills. I was laughing because I didn't get even one catalyst. With all those buff, with all the extra damage, I had the cave buff, the extra 3%. I had the pill buff, which was another 5%. So I had like 65% damage output, but I still didn't loot it, not even one catalyst.
Really? Nana thinks it was reduced to 5.7% now. So Nana thinks it's much smaller now versus the 57.5 that it was. I'll do some testing and I'll confirm on it, and we'll do a check and see. Either way, it probably makes sense to do it, before the event anyway, and show up and do it. So I'll be there pumping on it. I'm going to publish the rules, Nana. Thank you for that, and we'll clarify when it comes to the speed running event. But skipping mobs is allowed. You can use your chips, you can use restoration, you can use your pills and buffs and all of that. So I don't like having any limitations on avatars for the Uber level. I want people to be able to just compete and min-max their avatar and push it to the limits. So no limitations there, but definitely it'll be fun. So I look forward to seeing you there, George. We'll be commentating. You need to be streaming gameplay live in the Discord server, so everybody will need to be in the server. You'll need to stream your perspectives so that I can. I'll be commentating and casting over it real time, and we'll be switching between screens of different avatars as everybody's racing. So this is the second version, and it should be interesting. There is no. So that if you could definitely pump. You have to stay planet side. You can't collaborate with any other avatars. So it's all single gameplay. So you can't try to like get summoned up to the space station between instances of travel from Robot 4 to Animal 4. You can't do anything like that. So it's all single individual gameplay, no teaming, no coordinating with anybody else. People can use their backpacks, they can use their tattoos, they can try to be fast. There's some options there for movement speed buffs from the new food. But that is a part of the fun. Part of the fun with speed running is min-maxing to the max and pushing your avatar. So, George, thank you. Thank you for your time today. Nice getting to know
Thank you
you
very much.
a bit better as well.
And you have good initiatives for the game, and I appreciate it. And
Thanks,
I
man.
hope it's working out good for you.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun, man. I'm having a good time. So I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thanks, George.
No problem. See you guys. Bye bye.
See you. And there he has Dr. George, one of the longtime players in the game who have been pumping and having a good time playing in multiple systems. So what's unique about George is he's maxed out and he's a big-time miner, a big-time crafter, and he's been a big-time hunter, participating in multiple systems, owning a ship, doing a lot of different things. So I spoke with a lot of avatars who focus really like big-time hunters or like a big-time crafter specifically, or some that have mined. It's unique with George a bit, who's invested in multiple systems. So it's pretty cool and unique to see and learn a little bit about his point of view on it, especially as an engineer too, and with like an engineer mind. And I think next time we talk with George, we'll dig a little bit into that and how his experience as an engineer and his education plays a factor into the way that he views the game and how he does some things. So I think that'll be a good one for the follow-up. Nana, you are invited as well. You are all invited to the event. You should definitely pursue and try some loopholes. So we'll see what that is, Nana. I do reserve the right to adjust rules for the record, real time, and to make adjustments, guys. But I appreciate you guys all. This is a wrap for the stream today. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for being here with the stream. This event's in 2 days. I got another event that we're working on planning that's going to be in space. So more and more is coming together, guys. I appreciate you. I hope Ludius blesses you. Love you long time. I'll see you guys tomorrow.